Uh-oh.
I'm starting it. Fucking Mongo. Here we go. All right. Let's do it live. Hold on. Okay. Looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. All right, here we go.
I just keep thinking about my dad right now. He passed away in 2014. Republican, proud Ross Perot voter, thought we should have a more libertarian choice. Massive Fox News fan, though. Really liked to work politics into every conversation. Really believed in the things that he was being shown.
Welcome back. You weren't here last week. So
I know. I was really sick last week. I'm very happy to be out of the house now.
Nice to have you here. To have you back. And another thing that's back, it looks like all the games that Saddam Hussein may be playing.
But also loved science fiction. And was concerned enough that he didn't even want to allow the internet into his house. Moved out into the country, really far, off the main road, small town, not even on the gravel road. There was a trail that you had to go on to get to his house. It was the middle of nowhere. And I truly don't know if he could have handled, if his brain could have handled adjusting to the things that are going on now and how fast those things are happening. I don't know. Good evening, everyone. I'm recording a video to kind of talk about the film that I put up, the last video that's up, which I didn't even know I was making at the time. I thought I had just bookmarked a bunch of posts and stories and things throughout the year. I was going to kind of do this wrap up and talk about it, and then it just unfolded over the Christmas break and became this entire thing. But I feel like it's important to discuss it, and it's not a discussion I could have had with my dad. I don't think that we would even be in the same reality to discuss such a thing. And everyone here is a little under the weather, so excuse my voice on that. Ever since radio was piped into people's homes.
Well, it's all over with humanity.
There wasn't any war, any more than there's war between men and ants. They haven't begun on us yet.
Not begun?
Not begun. We men, as men, are finished. We don't know enough. We gotta learn plenty before we got a chance.
A voice in the air from outside coming into their house.
The Mercury Theater on the air.
But especially television, especially a voice with an image that moves.
The scene reappears on the television screen. To perform this split-second magic with true fidelity of color, of sound, of reality, this is the wonder of color television.
People have been replacing their own senses on what is happening in our world. Replacing reality with what is happening on a screen.
The television screen is the retina of the mind's eye. Therefore, the television screen is part of the physical structure of the brain. Therefore, whatever appears on the television screen emerges as raw experience.
What was that?
Alan Watt had some interesting things to say.
Yeah, he did. Alan Watt or Watts? Which one?
Check out his stuff on the TV.
Watts with an S or just a double T Watt?
I don't know, I can't remember which.
It was the older English gentleman.
That's him.
Alan Watts. Yeah, he had a lot of shit, man. He was one of the first guys I ran into that, you know, philosophy. He started thinking about things and how the world works and different cultures and stuff. I mean, I learned a lot from him early on, 30 years ago. But he was recording stuff in the 50s. And I was listening to it in the 80s, you know. And I was like, damn, this guy was smart. Anyway.
Carry on.
Carry on. Carry on, Mongo. Carry on.
For those who watch it.
And that's despite...
emerges as raw experience for those who watch it.
And that's despite the fact that, as we've been told again and again since we first began bringing Plato's Cave into our homes and our lives, that we've been lied to about the nature of that reality through that screen.
Pearl Harbor, man.
Here is the motion picture record released by the United States Navy of the havoc wrought by the Japs' sneak sky and sea raid on Pearl Harbor. Japan, like its infamous Axis partners, struck first and declared war afterwards. Costly to our Navy was the loss of war vessels, airplanes, and equipment, but more costly to Japan was the effectiveness of its foul attack in immediately unifying America in its determination to fight and win the war thrust upon it, and to win the peace that will...
Well, it turns out I learned later about all the ships there in the harbor. All those were like old, decrepit, fucking World War I ships. They were like shitty ships, man.
And only one of them couldn't be saved. The rest of them were repaired and now sailing within like a week or two.
There you go. Yeah.
But the 3 aircraft carriers weren't there.
Right.
They were sent off on some made up something.
The aircraft carriers were somewhere else. Interesting.
Will follow.
We need a mate.
This must have freaked the shit out of people, man, back in the day. Right, Agave? Crank it up. Crank it up? Really? It's too low?
Well, yeah, they had no frame of reference. Whatever they saw at the time, they had no savvy training, did they?
Right, exactly. All right, I'm turning up the volume. It's been requested by my friend Agave.
Major war. This is what we've sold all these people, by the way. We've sold them this idea that, like, all of the threats that you're going to encounter in your life are from outside of the country, and it's caves. There are these people in caves plotting to destroy, but they're also really super sophisticated and brilliant and in caves, but really smart. And they're religious fundamentalists, but also futuristic tech geniuses. And they're able to do all kinds of things, like attack our country. And on the day when NORAD had scrambled all the planes, they picked the exact right moment. It's wild what these people are able to do from a cave. It's really amazing.
And it's been this way since...
That was a fake... What's up, Lev? You know Lev Kung Fu? Loge? Probably.
Yeah.
You know Lev. That dude was like a... Well, that wasn't really Alex Jones. Just like a fake guy, right?
No, he's a commentator, that dude.
He's a what?
Very famous commentator.
A what-nator?
Podcaster.
It's well before
what these people are able to do from a cave. It's really amazing.
And it's been this way since well before I was born. I'm an 80s kid. They call us Zennials, apparently, because we're in this little tiny window where we're not quite Gen X, although we have a lot of those experiences, but we're not quite millennial. But when you're little, your parents tell you about the world from what they've learned and what they believe they know about it.
While the electronic industry is busy finishing its war job, a handful of people are keeping the television field alive, experimenting, ironing out kinks, but proving that television will definitely be part of American life when the go-ahead comes.
But...
Bet your ass it's going to be. Yeah. Bet your ass.
It will definitely be part of American life when the go-ahead comes.
But those beliefs all depend upon what perspective was being shown to them and what they decided to take from that perspective and integrate into that reality. So if I show you this clip here, there's a sword fight going on. You might think it's pretty serious, but if I zoom it out a little bit and I show you a little bit more, now you see that it's really just theater. It's just happening on a stage somewhere for a camera. So it's, quote, not real. But if I never showed you that zoomed out perspective and I only stayed zoomed in like this and I only showed you this little part of it on your TV screen, and I come from some level of authority. I have the costume of authority. I'm standing at a podium somewhere and I'm saying, it's official, blah, 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 whatever.
It's official, man. There's a lot of shit on the There's a lot of shit on the television right now that's it's official. This is the story. A lot of stories out there right now.
Official bullshit.
Somebody wrote a song about that. Damn it, I can't remember who that was.
Now you're in a pickle. Because whether or not you believe what I've said about this little perspective that I've shared with you, what I've shown you and what I'm telling you about that, what's taking place here in this little window that I've given you, is entirely based upon whether or not you trust the officialdom that I've provided you around it. And really, that's all. That's all it has been.
Fantastic. But our children will grow up with this miracle enriching their lives and giving them a new understanding of the whole world.
Well, now it's the internet and TikTok brains with, they're so smart they know everything because they got a fucking cell phone, smartphone, dumb phone, whatever.
Gosh. For people who struggle to trim their...
All right. Fuck. Sorry, man. I'm cheap, man. I fucking can't afford it.
Dag nabbit.
I suck. I fucking suck.
I told you, use Bing.
It's harder to stream and fuck, I don't know, man. It's just hard. It's just shit's hard, man. People think it's easy. Just live stream. Fucking go ahead, man. Play the video. Play the video. No, it's not easy.
If this narrative is coming to you from, say, the state, then it becomes real when you trust the state to tell you about it.
A bulletin from CBS News. President Kennedy has been shot by a would-be assassin in Dallas, Texas. Stay tuned to CBS News for further details.
It takes more than an instant to make a real cup of coffee.
It is my duty to the American people to report that renewed hostile actions against United States ships on the high seas in the Gulf of Tonkin.
Oh, the Gulf of Tonkin. Oh, boy. Ay, ay, ay.
And he was the admiral of that?
Now, wasn't that Jim Morrison's dad was the admiral, right? Admiral Morrison. Was
strange how a lot of those had military connections.
A lot of them had military connections, I know for sure, right? Yeah. A lot of the Laurel Canyon music scene, 60s, all that groovy stuff, man. Groovy.
And today require me.
What?
Dave McGowan.
Dave McGowan, oh, he's great. It's good book, man. This guy's awesome.
To order the military forces of the United States to take action in reply.
The Gulf of Tonkin resolution was not a declaration of war. There never was a declaration of war in Vietnam, but it served much the same purpose. The president was given broad powers to wage war. But what the Congress did not...
I think he still has those powers. I think
war is a racket. Ledley Butler.
There you go. It's a friggin' racket, is right, man.
The president was given broad powers to wage war. But what the Congress did not know, what the country did not know, is that the second attack in the Gulf of Tonkin may never have happened.
Oh, you remember this fucking video? CNN?
Oh yeah, Operation Mockingbird in full effect.
Well, this was a stage set. They were like had some palm trees and shit. I don't even think they were there, and they were putting on gas masks and shit. Oh my god, I saw this fucking 10 years ago. I was laughing my ass off, going, "Fucking A, man! People buying this shit, and they're buying it."
Oh, I'd say.
Yeah, it's my favorite too, Agave. 100%, man. Mine, fucking, I just love it. Just love it.
Oh, I'd say.
But it turns out they got the wider shot, and they're they're like in a studio. That's hilarious. He put his mask on. The other guy said, fuck it. I don't need a mask. I got my helmet on. I got to look at the camera real quick, man. Hold on.
Okay. My apologies for he's putting on a gas mask.
It's so bad, dude. This is a great video. I like to show this to people sometimes,
I just
like, wake up, man.
My apologies for he's putting on a gas mask.
It looked like a fucking comedy routine, man, from like the 50s or something.
Let me say hi.
Appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route.
This is the day many historians and conspiracy theorists have waited 5 decades for.
However, no big bombshell news is expected to come from this last trove of secret files.
When you trust what the state is saying, that's how that works. And that's all it's ever been.
Therefore, television is reality, and reality is less than television.
That's really all it has ever been, is a little moving image.
Yeah, I probably was buying it too, Agave, for sure.
Everyone does.
There's the globe and a nuke, man, together.
Not the Gen Alphas, though.
Television is reality. And
not the what?
Gen Alphas and Gen Betas.
Right.
Reality is less than television.
That's really all it has ever been, is a little moving image in a screen, and trusting or not trusting the perspective that you're being given on what that is.
Duck and cover. I had that.
One of the creepier things about the 1950s, as depicted in old archive films and television and Hollywood portrayals, is this overlay of talking to and treating adults like children. There's a real childlike veneer to it all.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
Hollywood was even pushing the idea that married couples slept in separate twin beds, like brother and sister. And I had to look this up, and actually that was a fad or a trend during the Victorian era, which was known for its rigid morality, and supposedly it was for health reasons, but by the time movies were really getting going, this was not a thing, and Hollywood was still promoting the image of it under something called the Hays Code, which basically was censorship. It controlled how a movie ended, it controlled various things that could be shown, and enforcing that through censorship. Because if you couldn't get your movie approved and it didn't follow this code, it wasn't going to be shown in theaters, people weren't going to see it.
This movie's been approved.
There's a lot of censorship going on to maintain a very narrow view of reality. And in a way, many of those people believed in a reality that didn't really exist, as if they were children.
That you could get well again if children believed in fairies.
I mean, maybe if these institutions were ever really trustworthy to begin with, that'd be something. But as we all know now, in hindsight, the 1950s was insane. It had this veneer that everyone romanticizes, but underneath it all, you had freaking MK Ultra unethical experimentation land going on. You had all kinds of scientific, medical, and political misdeeds happening, all shielded under this justification blanket of the Cold War, where anything was going under there. I feel like this is something that David Lynch taps into a lot in his films. This veneer, and how the closer you look at it, you can start to see the cracks pretty quickly. And there's something real dark lurking under the surface of that. People were being fed images about a reality that were taken as the truth about that reality from the same entities that were engaged in all of this behavior. Yeah. It's like not knowing that your parents are in the mafia or something, right? You just think your dad loves you, and buys you expensive gifts. You don't realize where that's all coming from. How anyone makes all of that square in their mind as if we really know anything that was going on in that time period with any level of surety? Other than cognitive dissonance, I'm not sure. I mean, that whole time period's a real Ezekiel 8 situation for my Bible reading friends out there. You know, look in the hole in the wall. You're going to see that there's some other stuff going on under there. The other thing is the idea that any of that stuff ever really stopped. It flies in the face of not only further evidence and historical evidence and really just human nature in general, but to believe that requires a level of trust in these institutions that, in my humble opinion, has not been earned just in any way ever. Trust has been systematically eroded in all of these official institutions for my entire 4+ decades of life. And I know from studying history that it's been going on for much longer than that, and probably way longer than that, and probably the whole time if you really get down to brass tacks. But again, even if none of this had been the case at all, as an American, I have to tell you that trust in government should never be automatic. Everyone should know this everywhere. Trust in government never should be an automatic thing, just not ever. And our country here was built and structured the way it has been specifically because the people doing that did not trust, excuse me, their government, but saw its existence only as a necessary evil that should be restrained as far as humanly possible, like trying to keep a dragon in your basement. Good luck with that. And it...
Let me know how that works out, man. All right.
Oh, no.
Trying to keep a dragon in your basement. Good luck with that. And it's sad how disconnected from that history we have gotten as a people. And I feel like it's that disconnection which has enabled the giant octopus eldritch abomination ghost of what should have been that we see running things today. And I don't think I'm speaking for just myself. I'm pretty sure Aaron would back me up on that. And it's why we're making the film that we've been working on for over 6 years that we're currently working on. But anyways, I could talk about all that for hours, and that's not what this video is about. Let's fast forward to just discussing time and speed here for a second, because as I at least attempted to show in the film I just put up, which is called 2025 Living in a Dream World, which is a reference to the conversation Morpheus has with Neo in the movie The Matrix, time on one hand does feel like it's kind of slowing down. There are obviously some things that are coming to an end, and we're living through that right now. You can feel it even if you don't want to pay attention to it. It's
feel
everywhere, that feeling. But at the same time as that, you have this other feeling of things just getting started in some new, wholly different situation that's kind of overlapping. It's almost like we're watching two films here, and one is almost over and the other one is just starting, and they're playing at the same time.
I think she nailed it.
It's almost like you're in a movie theater with two screens.
What's up, Jay Bird? I think she nailed it. I was like, I feel like I'm in a movie that's ending, but there's a new one starting. I think she totally got me on that one, man. Misdirections, yeah. Disconnections, man. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, brother.
And two different films are happening simultaneously. And I had a dream the other night about this while I was editing the 2025 time capsule thing. I had a dream about this technology and its speed and the difference between where we have lived, especially for those of you who were born in the 20th century, and what time was like there versus now, when we're almost living in this, what feels almost like dream time sometimes. I mean, there are days when I wake up or Aaron wakes up and it's like, did I wake up today? Am I awake? What day is it? What day is today? I used to know those things, especially before COVID. I used to just know what day it was.
I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide.
Now I forget what day it is almost all the time. I don't know half the time. I have to go look. I have to go check a calendar or phone or something. I have to go see, like, what day actually is it right now? What time is it right now? Because the time outside and the time on the clock don't feel like they match, which is a real weird feeling. And in my dream, it was actually referred to as dream time, which I thought was kind of strange. But See, in the early days, we had this technology and, like, say, televisions. Right? The speed was more like this. You had a dog jumping over someone. Oh, I see that. There's a dog. He's jumping over the people.
In a perfect leap that shows championship form.
We could slow that down. Let's slow it down frame by frame. Oh, look, there's the dog really jumping over somebody, frame by frame. But you probably couldn't go. Sorry. But in my dream, there was this ghost wolf that was sitting in the front yard of this house I was in. I was in a really beautiful house. It's not my house. It was a very nice house, and like way nicer than my house. And I'm standing at the front door and I'm looking out at night, and there's this ghostly wolf that's sitting across the way from me, and it's just staring at me kind of menacingly. I'm not feeling too good about it at this moment. I'm thinking, oh, that's not probably great. I start to go to shut the door. I'm like, don't really want that wolf coming into the house that I'm in. And as I go to do that, my shirt gets caught in the door lock in some comedic fashion that I think I'm moving very fast. It's very, like getting stuck in quicksand in your dream. Wolf takes off running towards the door while this is happening. When it gets to the front porch, it winks out of it blips out. It just winks out of existence and then blips back in, standing next to me in the house. And I realized at that moment that the door really didn't matter. There was no point in shutting or opening the door. It would not have kept this thing out because this thing is everywhere. It's out there, it's in here. Doors don't matter to it. So it's both outside and inside and running and not running and on the porch and like all at once. Time no longer has any bearing on what is happening. I'm still trying to move through time in this dream as if it matters. But to this wolf, there is no time. So it's everywhere and nowhere all at once. That's what it was like. And also, by the way, once it was in my house, it turned into this cute raccoon dog. So it was just sitting next to me all menacing wolf, right? But then all of a sudden, bam, it's a dog with a raccoon face that's staring up at me all sweetly like I'm in a cartoon.
Oh, shit, man.
Which was incredibly
That's
funny,
totally
but
creeping
also
me out.
very disarming. So we went from this with the dog to a wolf that can turn into a raccoon dog and be everywhere and nowhere. It can be anything.
That's hilarious.
Anywhere at
Come
any
on.
time because time matters not.
Just a spirit guide.
Spirit guide.
Yeah, we all have them.
Yeah, that's a hell of a dream, man. But I think she's got some metaphor to that, like the internet, information. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter if you shut the door or not. It's still gonna get you. It's coming with you. You got your cell phone. You got internet. You got cell phone. The fucking wolf is everywhere. I think the wolf is the man, the system, right?
Well, not everyone has a wolf as a spirit animal.
Yeah, I imagine not. I don't know. I'm sure mine's a fish, but anyway. What are you gonna do?
This is faster than I could even think, let alone blink, let alone move to do anything about any of that. It's already inside the house.
Leave me alone! Jill, this is Sergeant Sacker. Listen to me. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house.
That was the point of the dream.
It's already in the house.
The veils are down in our society. The emperor hasn't been wearing clothes for a very long time, as I've said. I mean, his junk is just in everybody's face.
What a splendid day to be king of the road.
And they've been really making sure that everyone sees that for a while now. But this is like dream time now, spilling over into what people think of as real time, which has already been cracking up for years and was especially hastened during COVID. The delineation isn't just foggy, guys. It's gone. There's not one. And the real point that we have to consider and a lot of us have already been considering for a long time now, but more widely we should probably be talking about at some point is...
That's totally creepy, man, when they can do that.
You like that, do you?
I don't. No, I don't like that, man. I like real humans, real human interaction, you know. If I can fake what I look like, you know, all day long, doing live streams and shit, we're in trouble, Loach. We're in trouble, bro.
Younger ones don't like connection anymore.
How long do you think we've been really looking at this technology? Because we don't even really know. We don't know.
She brings up a good question, man. I think they had like 20 years head start on us, on most tech. So yeah, they probably had this for 20 years, but it might be go back a little more. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the film.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the film. Can they do this in real time, live on news? I think they, you know, I think a lot of the stories, and, you know, things in magazines and the news, man, it's like, you know, a lot of that shit's AI now, and it's been that way for a while. But anyway,
people keep coming back.
Why do they keep coming back for more, man? What's up with that?
Because they're trapped in the fear mongering.
Fear mongering.
Because why would they tell us? We've been living under national security directives since World War II on a need-to-know basis. We wouldn't know. And it's probably been a whole lot longer than most people are comfortable with confronting, and maybe even just as a thought exercise. They don't want to think about it. And you still have people in your family, most of you who are listening to me out there, who will turn on a TV in their living room and they will believe what they're being told on that screen about reality. And now this is happening over here. Okay? And I don't think people
fucked up, right?
realize what that is. I took all those...
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. Why? Yeah, I've seen these, like, stupid little videos, you know, I'm like, what the...
And I don't think people realize what that is. I took all those clips from last year and I did as much due diligence as I could to note what month those things occurred. So each video that was, even the TikToks, I went back and tried to find, like, when was this first uploaded for each month, so that I could show the progression in a time capsule-like fashion of each month of the things that were happening.
How long it takes a beginner like my dad to go from...
Sorry, I'm a Mongo. I know it.
Mongo.
Mongo. You got an echo, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. See, that's all AI right there, man. That's not even a real conversation happening there. It looks too good, man. It's too fucking good, man. It's too damn good. That was not real, people, bro. Not real. That was not real. All right, back to the movie. There we go.
Society that is becoming absurd. It's reductio ad absurdum. Everything is becoming just idiocracy, beyond idiocracy levels of silly in the official, quote-unquote, reality.
That's Rick James. Rick James, man.
Space of what's happening.
Dude, that was a clip from Idiocracy, right? Right there.
In the official, quote-unquote, reality space of what's happening as this...
Great documentary, Idiocracy. It's a great documentary.
Technology rises in sophistication over the year of 2025. So you can see the downfall of absurdity of what's going on around us in our, what supposedly is our society in physical reality, while you can watch the rise of this technology and its sophistication across the year concurrently. That's what I was trying to do in that film. And towards the end of editing that, Elon Musk posted something about, we have entered the singularity. People when they hear that term and they think about, they're waiting for some Hollywood explosion to happen, maybe, or something. I don't know. But the singularity, at least, and I'm no expert on singularity, this is my understanding of it. If I'm wrong, somebody can call me out in the comments. But it's a hypothetical point where the technology becomes so sophisticated that our models of understanding reality start to break down.
My original prediction was 2029. My current prediction is 2026, which basically is the point at which technology is so advanced that the rules of the game change. And most people don't recognize that.
So for some people, their understanding of reality is based upon the 20th century and the speed at which I showed you earlier, and the way in which things were communicated. And they were informing their reality based on that. Now, whether or not we should have ever done that is really, at this point, not really the point. You've been following our channel all this time. We've been calling this out for the entire time this channel's existed. But that's really not the point anymore, because there are a lot of people that is how they inform their reality. And now that has all moved on to this social media, but the social media has been completely overrun with this technology, which maybe it was like that the whole time. It's just, it became way more apparent in recent years. It's just they let you know during COVID, but it's gotten more and more and more. And a lot of times, by the time the news is reporting on anything on the TV, whatever that is has already been communicated on social media. So people who are getting their news on social media already got that news. It's almost like they're in a different time zone, because they're getting all their information way, way, way faster than anyone who's watching it on TV anymore. So those people who do that, especially in the older generations, are going to get, well, I mean, not only are they getting horrible...
Yeah, I remember an interview with the editor of, I think it was the New York Times. This is back in the, like 2001, 2, somewhere in there. And they were like interviewing him and like, well, we get our news online now, and look how fast I can get this news. It's here. And you have to print your newspaper tomorrow, dude. No. We already got the news now. I mean, your technology's obsolete, bro. Is basically what he was saying. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of obsolete, bro. You're done. I mean, the same thing happened when I could download a song off the internet. I'm like, the record stores are done, dude. They're gone. Forget it. Take that shit away, man. You're fucking toast. Why would I go to the record store? I can just click a button here. And back then it was click a button and it was free. I didn't need to pay for it. Why the hell am I going to go down to the record store and buy a record, CD or whatever? No, it's not going to happen. I knew that the record stores were done. The party's over. And a lot, it's called disruptive technology. I don't know if you guys are probably familiar with that. But yeah, there's a lot of that going on, certainly like Uber, took out the cab business, man. Done fucking smoked that shit. Sorry. But yeah, people still drive cabs. I've seen them occasionally.
Like the propaganda now is so, it's again, it's basically a cartoon. It's so much worse than it ever was. Anytime I see anything now, I'm like, how does anybody watch this and believe anything they're being told by it?
Simply implement austerity, tax hikes, coercive population control, and appoint selected cabinet members to watch your economy grow with boundless opportunity.
Calling, writing, emailing, saying these are chemtrails, the government is poisoning us. That's the explanation. They are contrails, condensation trails.
Today's news is brought to you by Big Brother. A handful of military personnel from the 4th Psychological Operations Group based at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, have until recently been working in CNN's headquarters in Atlanta.
Here, shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe.
I don't even understand that anymore. My brain can't wrap around it. But there are people who do in our family and other, I'm sure in yours, that still do. I don't know how. I really don't. I'm so confused by it. I don't know how those people are going to adjust to this time that we are in, where everything moves so incredibly fast. It moves so incredibly fast. I mean, the day after I uploaded that film, like 8 massive things happened all in the same day.
The virus that's going around right now is so strange, the symptoms.
Iran is experiencing one of the most severe internet shutdowns we've ever seen. Iran's connectivity dropped significantly on January 8th, effectively cutting some 90 million people off from the outside world.
We signed a declaration of intent on the deployment of forces to Ukraine.
And we are going to start now hitting land.
Every president, Democrat or Republican, believes the War Powers Act is fundamentally a fake and unconstitutional law. It's not going to change anything about how we conduct foreign policy.
The United States has moved into the imperial phase of empire.
Yeah,
leaving the
it's been there for a long time there, Tucker. Listen, Tucker, that shit's, the imperial phase has been here for decades, bro. And we ain't just moving into it now. Just because you said it, that's not going to happen, man. No. This shit's been going on for a long time, bro.
Public shifting to empire. The first thing that's going to happen is that the energy and the power will vest in the executive and not the legislative branch. Congress will inevitably wither. It already is. They were not consulted before we took out the president of Venezuela. They had no role in this whatsoever. They have a constitutional authority here. That was ignored, as it has been many times in the past.
Many times
when
in
was
the
the
past.
last time Congress did something
So what the fuck's the
of
difference?
note? It's been a long time.
The South Atlantic anomaly, a vast.
Oh, shit. Earth's magnetic shield's weakening, bro. Loge. You got to help me from freaking out, man. You going to help me? Did I lose you? I lost you, man. Damn.
What's happening, man?
The Earth's magnetic field is failing, man. It's weakening.
That's what they tell us.
I'm scared. I want you to make it good. I'll make it better.
Go into this instrument, it's fine.
Come on, Mongo. Make it better.
It happens every few thousand years.
Oh. Okay. We're good then. All right, my bad.
Last weak spot, sprawling from South America to southern Africa, has ballooned nearly half the size of Europe. Satellites reveal it's weakening by 5% per decade, dipping to just a quarter of normal field strength.
Oh, fuck. Help me, man. Oh, my God.
Stop it. I mean it. Stop. Events that one of...
That is hilarious, but, man. What the hell happened, man? Somebody wake me up.
Which, in the past, we would have talked about probably for a week just to try to integrate that one thing into our realities and say, oh, that happened? Let's think about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the cultural ramifications of that. Let's go back and forth on the merits of X and Y and Z and all this. We would have dissected it and, but it's like eight of those kinds of events happening all in one day.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit, man. It's like overload. There's like a bunch of it going on every day. So it's really hard to keep up, It's impossible. But yeah, she makes a good point there.
It's just a deluge now. The things that would have necessitated a discussion for weeks to understand are now just happening all the time. It's everything everywhere all at once. And as I've been saying for a while, if you try to keep up with that, if you actually did try, I think your brain might liquefy and melt out your ears. I just don't think, I don't think that would be very comfortable for anyone. So the level of change that's occurring at the intensifying speed that it is would be enough if that was all that was going on right now. It would be insane enough to try to comprehend just that. We are not used to evolving at this speed. We are used to evolving at a very slow speed over a very long period of time. People always try to liken this to the beginning of the 20th century when all of a sudden they had cars and flying machines, but this is this is like if you take that and you crank it up to 11 or something, it's way, way faster.
That's a good point she brings up. Again, that's why I like playing her stuff, because she's usually spot on, man. Where we are dealing with shit. is going so fast. It's really hard to keep up, man. I mean, with the bullshit. I mean, the bullshit is flying fucking fast and heavy now. Dude, so many people can make bullshit at home now. I remember, like, when I first started the internet, man, I had a website before, like, a lot of people. Before Microsoft had a website, I had a website. And I had these guys calling me, man, like, dude, can you fucking, like, post my shit, you know? I didn't see Facebook and TikTok and all that shit coming, but yeah, I was like posting people's, essays and articles about, OJ, all kinds of. When I was OJ trial was going on when I was in the internet. Yes, that's how long ago I was on the internet. But yeah, it was, trying to move information fast. But now it's moving so fast. It's like light speed, man. It's crazy.
If we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly.
And we're living in this half digital space now that's being heavily controlled by corporations and governments who are really attempting to enforce their version of reality upon everyone else at a time when reality can be altered with a few clicks in a very realistic looking way. In a way that if you have no discernment and you're not questioning things, you could be put into all manner of crazy timeline. I mean, here in America, our military's propaganda now has, this is the kind of propaganda they used to have in, say, World War II, right? Now it's about giving the enemy nightmares. So we're going into the dream space. We're going into the head space there.
We are also requesting that your team of advisors include a senior officer who is thoroughly experienced in psychological operations.
Very well, sir. I think we can provide you with an expert on the subject.
If you look at this for more than 5 seconds deep, you'll realize there's some pretty serious implications to the things that are going on here.
What is it?
I don't know.
We're not in Kansas anymore. If ever...
The brain eaters, man. Did you see that? The brain eaters?
I don't know.
We're not.
Right there, man. Brain eaters. Damn it.
In Kansas anymore. If ever there was a time to say, we're not in Kansas anymore, this is that time.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
We are so fucked, man. Anyway, carry on.
Everything is fine.
Everything is what?
Everything is fine. You've got to move beyond the 5 cent reality.
I know, but it's. I have to watch it, and I'm learning, and I'm seeing. Yeah. It's,
in Kansas anymore.
Got a lot going on over here.
To flag records for President Trump.
To flag any records which included his name.
I'm not going to discuss anything about that with you, Senator.
Eventually, you're going to have to answer for your conduct in this. And you won't do it today, but eventually you will. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
Not a single F given.
Here we are. And if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself.
We bomb their homes and families. And then the ones that are left alive realize how benevolent and good we are because we let corporations go in there and do things. Oh, okay. Has this ever worked? No. Right. Okay. But we got to keep doing it. Yes. What? For our safety.
Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world, and when it's necessary, to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. And we hope you're in favor of that. We hope you're enjoying being a partner, and we're really happy and very, very focused on what we're doing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Do you know about that, Mongo?
Just killing some Mongos. What's wrong?
We got an echo. You got an echo, man. That's crazy.
It's you, bro.
I'm sure it's me. I have no doubt. It's okay, though. I'll work with it.
That concludes Q&A for today's call.
Wow. What a view.
Mine is the first visit of a Canadian Prime Minister to China in nearly a decade. The world has changed much since that last visit. And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
All right, smoke that.
Oh, yeah.
Hang it. I gotta, I'll be right back, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll be back. What's up, Dax? Sue's with us. Jaybird, Gave. Lev, what's up? You guys in the chat? Appreciate you guys showing up. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on. Talk to the people, Loj. Tell them what's on your mind, bro.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us on this live stream. What do we think so far?
All right. Check it out. Or don't. Whatever.
Fence, but it sounds like some commie gobbledygook.
And I believe that's what the film I put up shows. It shows that the moment of singularity did happen. And it was really weird to be finishing that up and realizing that, and then see Elon Musk come out and say it. And people be like, what do you even mean? I don't understand. But if you watch the film I just put up, you will understand, because you will see that the ways in which we as a society have been modeling our reality are destroyed by this technology for a lot of people. It's not going to work anymore. And it's not a joke at all. People are getting fooled by this all the time. Last week, someone contacted Aaron's mom pretending to be him, trying to get money for some car broke down scam. I'm stuck at a friend's because my car thing. And now we're talking about coming up with a family password, like a safe word that we can tell our older family members if something like that were to happen, so that they don't get scammed like that, because this is the time we're living in. I mean, do you see? I'm going to put this up on the screen. This is an AI voice mod, and this is one of the simpler ones. There are many more sophisticated products out there. You can put your voice in real time into something and sound like anybody. It can translate your voice into other languages. It can give you, accents you don't have. It can turn a guy into a girl, all that stuff, okay? So we have left the planet.
I always wondered if that was possible to do like on the fly voice change. Yeah, man. I saw it in the movie Mission Impossible. I guess I can do it. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Planet.
Yeah,
God, it's happening. That was Mission Impossible
you
like
can't.
3 or 2 or 3. It was a long time ago. Shit. Anyway. Change your voice in real time, man. That's crazy, bro. I mean, I've done I could do sound effects and shit, but I don't think I can change my voice.
So we have left the planet on this.
Melissa, it's not a planet. Right, Jared? It's not a planet, bro. Melissa needs help. I get it. I'm pretty sure she's like a truth flat earther, but she's not like a flat earther. She's like, she knows, but a lot of people use that term, the planet. I see it on like so many shows and TV. And I've seen it in real life. A lot of people hanging out. I'm like, they're like, oh, it's across the planet or around the planet, and but they just use it as it's so ingrained in their heads. They don't think about it, what a planet is, or they don't even know what planets are, man. If I asked them, they'd be like, I don't know. So there's that too. So when people use planet, don't take it out on them too hard. You know what I'm saying? Right, Huckleberry. What's up, Jared? Man, good to see you, man. I don't know. I'm just playing this and talking.
It just means wandering star.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wandering star. That's it. It's another light in the sky, bro. All right. Good to see everybody showing up, man. I got a bunch of people showing up, man. Cool. All right. Let's keep going, man. I got a little more to cover here. Like 15 more minutes or something. I don't know.
So that's where we are, right? It's... No one said, hey, do you want to come be in a more matrixy matrix? But we're in the matrix, and basically, and you didn't, it's not like you bought a ticket and got on the ride. You've been on the ride the whole time you've been alive. That's where this is. And we're in a present where governments and institutions have gotten to the point that a lot of them are insanely corrupt. They're not what they're supposed to be at all. The relationship with the people is a completely abusive one on almost every single level. And they're attempting to clamp down on reality in some kind of Orwellian censorship-like fashion with this. You know, they're programming the algorithms of what you do and don't see. You don't really have control over that. They're using visibility filtering. That's very Orwellian. They don't call it shadow banning. They call it visibility filtering or deboosting. There's another one. Which is really, in a lot of cases, just being used to uphold further these false realities in place of the truth. They deboost posts.
I've been completely deboosted, man. 100%. I know a lot of channels and people that, want to get out there and do live streams and talk about stuff or whatever. Yeah. Deboosted. Yeah, we're not getting boosted. I got boosted for like one day once. It was an accident. That's why I got like 2,300 subscribers or something. Like it was never my goal to get a bunch of people but it just, just worked out that day. I got to say hi to a few people in the chat here, man. What's up, Jeeves? Mongo. Thanks for showing up. Epon, what's going on? Harmon, what's up? All right. Yeah, I wonder if Elephant feels the need to talk about the person in the room. Does the elephant want to talk about the person in the room? I wonder. Like, hey, man, there's some weird, creepy dude in the corner over here, man. We should probably pay attention to him. I don't know, man.
That might amplify further these, which is really in a lot of cases just being used to uphold further these false realities in place of the truth. They deboost posts that might amplify a sentiment of mistrust in these institutions, which have already lost people's trust. And they prioritize that over the truth.
But Mr. Bishop, I think that's the purpose of a newspaper, to let the people know about the things that are going wrong, about the things that ought to be corrected. After all, the world isn't going to be any better.
Nancy, how is it going to be a better world if all our newspapers do is print stories of fights and robberies and murders?
Yeah, that's kind of what they do now, yeah.
Of fights and robberies and murders.
I believe it will help. I don't think we should hide things just because they're unpleasant. How do we stop things like this if we don't let the people know they're happening?
That isn't the purpose of the newspaper. We want to show the good side of human nature. We want to show the worthwhile things our students are doing, not the bad things.
And by the way, we all know censoring people just really engenders even more trust, because if you have to censor, clearly you're on the side of right, yeah? I mean, it's really silly and a joke. And Orwellian as hell. But if you add AI to the mix, then we're at 1984 meets state idol worship.
All praise to the golden bull.
Whoever. What do you guys think, man? Where are we at? We good?
Nobody. Good, Mongo.
How we doing? You all right? Shit, man. Some people talking in the chat here. Do you think the hairstyle she was wearing there will make a comeback? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Styles come and go, man. Right? Can anyone join you? I don't know. Can anyone join this server there? I got a good old friend of mine named Jared. He lives in Kansas. Kansas City, Kansas. Where would I give him the link to this server, man?
I just DM'd you.
All right, he's in the chat. I could DM it to him. You DM'd it to me?
Just send him that.
DM him what? What am I DMing him?
The invite link.
The one I can't access?
What?
If I go to Island and I go, hey, I invite, I don't.
No, Dingleberry, your DM.
My DM? My DM? He's got my DM.
No, I sent you the link to your DM.
Oh, you sent it to my DM. Gotcha.
Fucking boomer.
Fucking boomer. I'm a ex-boomer, man. So don't give me that shit, man. All right, I'll DM it to him. Hold on. Yeah, I'll DM it to you, Jared. Fucker. I don't think we've had a DM together in a minute, man. So you're kind of down the list. Where'd you go? Shit. All right. Hold on. All right. I think I found you, Jared. I don't know if this one's good or not, man. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. It's in your DMs. Got it. Sorry, man. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Dicking around. Yeah, it's on Discord. There's the link. Okay.
Praise to the golden bull.
That's the level, which would be primitive if not for the AI tech that we're now walking around with, that we've now seen the rise of to the point of singularity. Because think about this. I mean, really think about it. Under claims of even the potential to spread misinformation.
The rise in information manipulation and disinformation, as we hear, is dividing our societies. It is not only eroding trust in the truth, but also in democracy itself. This is why we urgently need the European Democracy Shield. We need more capacity to monitor and detect information manipulation and disinformation. So we will set up a new European Centre for Democratic Resilience. This will bring together the expertise and capacity of member states and neighboring countries. You obviously are
shit.
fearing this.
This is horrible.
If you get echo chambered in Ursula von der Leyen's digitally reinforced reality in the EU, for example, now you're in an even more matrixy matrix, inside a matrix, where you won't even be allowed to hear or see me, because I'll be deboosted and visibility filtered and algorithmically tossed in the digital no-no closet. And I can't even talk to you about the codes you need to get out of there as an American. And we have a lot of those. That's the heritage of this country. That's the actual national treasure, okay? But you'll see that when you watch our film, if we are allowed to put it out.
Well, right now we're still allowed, but man, we're shadow banned and small audience. You know, Flat Earth's still allowed to go, but it's being censored. The Truth, 9/11. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's being censored, man. It's in the Harmon. It's in the description, man. The link to her channel. Yeah, it's called Truthstream Media. Good stuff, man. You can go back and listen to her from, 5, 6, 7 years ago, even. She's always bringing up something interesting. But love Melissa and Aaron, and they do a good job at trying to get information out, man. You know, trying to get the info out, bro. What the hell happened to my screen there? Oh, what the fuck happened there, bro? There we go. Back on track. Yeah. Here we go. Did Jared make it here? Yeah, I don't think he made it.
No, I'm here.
Oh, shit, Mongo. Fucker. Well, welcome. Welcome to the
Can't you see
island,
me?
man. Welcome to the island, man. We play a lot of music in here, man. Usually. We just hang out and play music. So if you ever want to chill out, man, you come back, all right? But tonight I wanted to do a live stream, and Logie said, yeah, let's do it. I was like, all right. So here we are. So,
All right.
All right. I'm
How come I'm hearing an echo?
Yeah, it's totally me. It's my fault. I'm sure. I don't know. My shit's all messed up right now, man. Sorry. I apologize. All right.
You should be sorry, damn it.
I'm fucking sorry, Mongo. All right, let's keep going, man. This is a pretty interesting conversation we're having.
Anyways, now we have
Kinda,
Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of the UK, Fabian Socialist, wolf in sheep's clothing, of course being part of a group who believes in revolution without firing a single shot in a country that's been locking up thousands of people for social media posts. And they're talking about banning X in the UK now. And whatever excuse they give for that censorship, I don't know why anyone would trust it, especially not at this point, but it's likely to be whatever's in the works.
Nope.
No, I was trying to not have an echo for you. Did it work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm here. Nope, there it is.
Yeah, it's back now, but I was trying to... Okay. Hang on, man.
Whoop, there it is. Nope, I don't
Whatever's
hear it now.
coming at this point. Whatever excuse they give for that censorship, I don't know why anyone would trust
whatever
it,
you did.
especially not at this point, but it's likely to be whatever's in the works, whatever's coming down the pipeline. It won't be what they're saying. It'll be whatever the future holds on that. Because what it would really do is cut off the British people from talking to us pesky, rebellious Americans. That's a side effect, right? Americans like me and Aaron who will talk to
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear... Are you not clicking on my stream? My live stream?
So now my echo's back.
Yep. Of course.
Whatever you did before, were you playing the stream?
Yeah, I was playing the video, and you got to click on my stream there, man. Right?
Okay, I'm on it.
All right. Then you'll be able to hear it, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll back it up a little bit. There you go. I'm going to mute so it doesn't echo. Because I've got some tactical shit over here. I've tried a million things. It doesn't work. But I'll get it fixed out someday this year. I promise. I'll get it fixed out. Fuck.
What it would really do is cut off the British people from talking to us pesky, rebellious Americans. That's a side effect, right? Americans like me and Aaron, who will talk to the British people about their ancient constitution and the inherent rights that we as Americans wouldn't even have enshrined in our Bill of Rights over here if we hadn't built them off of the British system to begin with.
See, according to Cocteau's plan, I'm the enemy. Because I like to think. I like to read. I'm into freedom of speech and freedom of choice.
And that's really what the film I just put up shows about what is happening and what is coming in this future. Because the fight is going to be over forcing people into an even more matrixy matrix than the matrix we were already in.
Did you guys catch that? Oh, shit. Yeah, we're in the matrixy inside the matrix. Fuck. Now I got to unmute Discord because I got a fucking echo. Did you guys catch that, man? The matrix in the matrix in the matrix. Did you guys get... Okay. Just checking.
I still can't hear it, but it's all good.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, then just fucking deal with the echo then.
You said this is Truthstream, right?
All right, then you can just deal with the echo then. Fine. Fuck. I don't care. Logi doesn't care. I don't care. There you go. All right, so here we go.
Into an even more matrixy matrix than the matrix we were already in.
The battle for the mind of North America will be fought in the video arena. The Videodrome.
Which was bad enough as it was. I mean, before you had the military with their secret Hollywood studio.
Oh, shit. You guys know about Lookout Mountain, right? You guys know what's up with that? You guys? Well, fucking Logi does, for sure.
Is that the mountain that has the Hollywood sign on it?
Not exactly, but it should. But, yeah, it's up there, Laurel Canyon. That's where, like, a lot of the 60s folk music, like hippie.
Isn't that where Psycho was?
Fucking Charles Manson was up there. You got Crosby, Stills, Nash, Dylan's hanging out. Fucking just the top, acts. Joni Mitchell's up there. There was Jim Morrison, The Doors.
If you want to make your place spooky,
yeah,
call it the Overlook.
Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain. Hey, the other interesting thing about Lookout Mountain is that it served as like the editing studio for all of the nuclear bombs, where they edited the films of the bombs. And I always thought that was interesting. I'm like, what? All of them? Every single fucking nuclear bomb video? Film?
Yeah, didn't they just take sunrise, sunsets, and they were just like putting a bunch of filters and weird shit on the sun?
I've seen something that can do that for sure. But I think they blew up some big giant fucking dynamite something.
Yeah, for sure they did.
Just
there's video of them doing it.
Yeah.
Stacking
the dynamite on the truck. Like, why you guys stacking dynamite on here? I thought you guys had a bomb. What's up with that? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so Lookout Mountain's got a serious... Check it out, man. Don't believe me. Whatever you do. But yeah, it's got some serious old school weird stuff, man. Going on there, man. All right.
Hollywood, secret Hollywood.
What? All right. Moving on.
Studio base, which was called Wonderland. Well, it was Lookout Mountain Air Force Base, but it was also called Wonderland. And that.
Did you guys know it was also called Wonderland? Loj, did you know that?
Oh yeah.
You knew that. And you did not tell me. I never knew it was called Wonderland. I might have. Maybe I knew, man. Maybe I forgot. I'm gonna go with I forgot.
You definitely forgot.
Just forgot. Wonderland. It sounds right, man. I'm a anti-Disney, anti-Hollywood guy, man. I hate all those mongos, man. But Wonderland would be perfect, like Disneyland kind of thing. I should remember that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Screwed up. I'm screwed up, man. Damn it. You guys are gonna fix me. I promise.
That wasn't declassified and made public to the people until the 90s.
90s. That's when.
Lookout Mountain Air Force Station, a photographic installation of the Aerospace Audiovisual Service, Military Airlift Command.
They would have to actually, get actors and actresses in there, give them top secret clearances.
Our stage has heard the voices of and played host to many celebrities from stage and screen. The Air Force Missile Mission, starring Jimmy Stewart.
Holy shit, man. What? I didn't even know this, man. What the hell is that thing, man? What the kind of weird space shit is that?
It is from stage and screen. The Air Force Missile Mission, starring Jimmy Stewart. Newscaster Walter Cronkite introduced and narrated another of our films.
Lighting and all that stuff. They have to get a whole crew in there.
Staffed by both civilian and military filmmakers of the United States Air Force. The camera division.
Right outside of Hollywood, dude. I don't know if you've ever. I've been to Laurel Canyon. It dumps out into Sunset Boulevard. It's an absolute fucking right next to Hollywood. I mean, all the studios, all Hollywood. Yeah, it was right there, man. Crazy.
Did you ever drop any acid out there?
No, never did that, man. Yo,
you wouldn't be the first.
I wouldn't be the first.
Or the last.
Or the last. But I did go to their liquor store. They have like a little liquor store, and it's like right at the end of Laurel Canyon. There's a bunch of pictures. They used it in album covers. It's like this little market store, kind of hippie little place. It was cool. It was all right.
By both civilian and military filmmakers of the United States Air Force. The camera division is completely equipped for both stage and location photography.
They'd have to shoot a whole piece.
A film entitled Blood Brothers, produced to help explain Philippine culture to American servicemen. The local fire department produced the rain, a Navy landing craft created the waves, an Air Force helicopter produced the wind, the Marines supplied the amphibian duck, American and Philippine actors played the parts, and Lookout Mountain technicians directed the action. This combined effort added up to a dramatic and interesting motion picture.
Now they can just do all of that with a few clicks. And
what do you guys think about? You can do that with a few clicks now. I think we've entered a new time frame, boys and girls. New time.
Motion picture.
Now they can just do all of that with a few clicks, and people won't question it. They will think it's.
Well, I'll question it. I know you guys will, and I appreciate you guys questioning it as well.
More than just one person.
But most people will not question it. They just give a shit if the fucking Chiefs are in the fucking Super Bowl or not, bro. They don't give a fuck anything about this, bro. Not one bit.
What was that? Were you taking a shot at me?
No, I'm just, I'm saying, their team.
The motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs. Those fucking douchebag Chiefs, and their fans, too. They all suck.
Well, no, I'm not going to say that, man.
That's what you meant, but I thought all that.
Nah, man, I appreciate your loyalty. Your loyalty, man. You've been loyal, bro. I've been loyal too, man. We've been loyal. Anyway, that was pretty. Oh shit! Here we go.
Few clicks, and people won't question it. They will think it's real. So, I mean, at this point, you could see any number of crazy things being believed I mean, I've heard all of it. I've heard AI Jesus is coming. I've heard aliens are coming. I've heard AI Jesus is coming on a UFO. People are waiting for a meteor to hit. Maybe AI Jesus is going to ride a UFO on a meteor. It's going to happen.
We want to make Star Trek real.
The definition of reality has been obliterated.
It has been the formal position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration, frankly going back into the previous Trump administration, that Greenland should be part of the United States.
For most people at this point.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that, man?
Where did that come from?
Dude,
was that Boy George?
It did look like Boy George, now that you mention it. But yeah, that's some, that was some new AI message they put out, I think. Is it,
Dude, go back. I want to see that.
All right,
that
let's
looks
go
like
back.
Boy George to me. Yeah. Lipstick.
Boy George had hair with locks and shit, man. It didn't look like Boy George.
Yeah, you can't see his head.
That Greenland should be part of the United States.
For most
Greenland should be a part of the United States.
Greenland should be a part of the United States. Greenland.
Point. What many people have been defining as their reality is gone. It's gone. That's what's happening here.
As the Watchers produce your dreams, the chronofilter intercepts the signal and is delivered here to our observation portal.
How much?
Come on, man. This. Now, was that AI or was that actually somebody did that in like the 80s or something right there?
It's like very robotic.
That's what's happening here.
Hold on.
As the Watchers produce your dreams, the chronofilter intercepts the signal and is delivered here to our observation portal.
See, that kind of shit freaks me out more than any type of like jump scare movies or anything.
Yeah.
Like human beings acting like that really like freaks me.
But that looked like it was a comedy skit, like Saturday Night Live or something, right? It did. It looked like totally Saturday Night Live to me, man, right?
The chronofilter intercepts the signal and is delivered here to our observation portal.
That's Saturday Night Live, bro.
Looks like Lorraine Newman.
Yeah, there's the news desk.
How much of that's a magic trick that people just haven't figured out yet? Or how much of that is real is, at this point, we could debate all of that, but it's happening regardless. It's like people who say it's all theater and they just discount everything. Well, yeah, but to do that is to fool yourself on how powerful theater actually is.
She makes a good point, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes they seem to be a little bit black pilly. You know what I mean? Like they do good work, but it's like all kind of like dreary and bad. You know what I mean? Like no, nothing at the end of the rainbow.
No.
It doesn't make me feel positive.
Okay, I got you. You're not positive. Why are you so negative?
Do that is to fool yourself
no, you're
on how.
Saying the truth, that this is the Truth Media. Or Truth Matters channel?
Truthstream Media, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying I watch all their videos.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really watch because I have to listen because I'm, anyway.
Yeah. Well, you're working.
I listen to their videos, but it just always seems really, I don't know.
She's packing.
Leaves me with a negative.
All right, she's packing.
Outlook.
Dude.
Because they're so right, you know what I mean?
Well,
like there's
that's
nothing.
it. She's right on. That's why I play her stuff. It's that usually
They don't bullshit.
She's spot on about how I feel and how things look and what's going on and these people are doing this and these people are doing that and you're like, she just compacts it all into a nice little 40-minute video and it's I wish I could do that. I can't really do that, but
that's like any hope that I had of humanity just gets flushed.
Well, you got to hang out with Loge more, man. You got to come back in here and he'll straighten you out, man.
Maybe they should get together with Mind Blowing. He put out a new video, by the way.
Dude, do you see him do live streams?
No.
Oh fuck, dude. He's always putting out. He puts a video out every Sunday, man, or Saturday morning, late.
I'll slowly put
Saturday
something
night.
on recently.
But yeah, it's
You should watch it after this.
Well, he did a live stream. I don't know. It was 2 nights ago, and I just happened to click on YouTube, and I was like getting ready for bed. He's on his fucking live stream. I don't know if he's on Discord or what, or Zoom. I don't even really look. I couldn't really look. I was fucking falling asleep. But yeah, he's just on there with some people, and they were, going through. Oh, what about this? What about that? It was a different vibe than his videos for sure. Yeah, it was good stuff. Anyway, so art, and media and manipulation of media. There's a lot of it out there, man. That's all she's pointing out, bro.
Powerful theater actually is. I'm not sitting over here believing that Sam Altman is some wizard who suddenly has the ability to verify someone's humanity because they looked into a silver orb, okay?
Get the fuck out of here. I'm looking into the silver orb and I can tell your entire world is... Get the fuck out of here. I don't know, dude. I'm learning.
I'm not sitting over here believing that.
What?
I remember that movie.
It's not a movie, man.
It's, my mother's a step alien, or my stepmother's an alien.
Stepmother's an alien. Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, it was Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Oh my goodness.
Looked into a silver orb, okay? I'm not sitting over here believing that.
Dude, she's hot in that movie.
But some people apparently do. Like that's...
Do you know her name?
Okay,
I know it.
Asked me. It just escaped my brain.
Yep. I figured it did. That's why I asked. I was like, hey, man. Let's see.
Vicky Vale.
No.
What I know her as.
Vicky Vale.
She's that. Know her from.
That's Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger. That's her.
That's Kim Basinger. Yeah, man. Kind of, yeah, she was good looking in the 80s. She's good looking.
You're believing that. But some people apparently do. Like, that's the level. Anyway, that is why I made that film. I know a lot of people got real confused, especially when I didn't narrate it. I didn't narrate it for a very simple reason. I feel like people need to be able to use their own minds, their own eyes, their own ears. They need to be able to see this stuff for themselves and work their own mind on it as to what is going on here without being spoon-fed that narration by someone else. Because their mind needs to be able to tell them what that is. They need to be able to see it.
So I shouldn't do live streams talking about how we see it. And come on, Melissa. That's what I do.
It's so weird that everybody, I feel like they put out the disclaimer that do your own research. Like, that's but everybody feels the need to have to say it. You know what I mean?
Well,
your own eyes, your own. Yes, I do all those things. I use my own eyes. I use my own mind.
Yeah, at the same time, man. I mean, I know I got fooled with all kinds of things throughout my life, whether it was the globe or the money system or taxes or whatever, man. There's just a million things that will, you're trying to figure out history and what's going on here and who controlled it. Yeah, there's just endless information out there that, most of it I never lived through. And then just a little bit of it. I could tell you about the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Yeah, I can tell you all about those. But past that, man, I don't know, 50s, I've seen pictures, watched a lot of video. It's interesting. Seemed like a good time to be alive, man. You could buy a house for like $2,000. Like, what? Yeah, like, shit.
It was like over 56% of people in their 20s to their 50s all in their homes already, and like it's down to like 8% and crazy. Pretty sad.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
go out there and smile.
it's very few people own their homes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just read 1966. I just read this thing last night. I was like, average house was like 12 grand, and the average income was like 6,000. I'm like, let me get this straight, man. I can make 6 grand a year. I only owe 12 on the house, bro. Yeah, I can handle this. But now it's like, you know, a good house is what, $700,000 or $500,000 or whatever. How much do you make? You don't make $250,000 a year. I mean, most people don't. There are some that do, but so yeah, who can afford a house, man? With half your salary, you know. And by the way, man, I don't know where you live, but a $500,000 house in where are you at?
Colorado Springs.
You're up in Colorado Springs now, okay. So a $500,000 house there is a piece of shit, dude. It is. Well, maybe not a total piece of shit, but it's gonna need some love. But it's 500 grand, man. Who can afford that?
Home of the celestial Seattleite.
Right on, man. I'm more into the dual pole flat Earth right now, but you know, carry on. It's all good.
What, you can't be on more than one thing?
I'm just it's kind of. I looked at the.
Is that too much for you? Is that overload?
It's all good, man. They both matter, so I think pick one or do both, maybe. Yeah, why not, right?
Well, it's been weird this year because usually the Chiefs are in the playoffs or going to Super Bowl. So this is my first year in a long time where I've had a lot of time. So I was kind of like, okay, some things happened. My boss got me a cross, wear around my necklace, and I've always said I wanted to reach into look into the Bible to figure out what the thing is.
Right on.
So I started doing that.
Oh, excellent, man. Excellent.
It's been interesting.
Excellent, brother. Yeah, get in there, man. Check it out.
The old school God likes to stone people a lot.
Yeah.
Or he
a lot of good.
doesn't like it. He says it's perfectly justified if your wife cheats on you and shit.
I don't know about that, but yeah. It's all good. Sweet, man. I'll say hi to Hawk and Lav.
Well, I guess my point was that it's just because I'm doing that doesn't mean I can't talk about.
You can talk about whatever, man.
Stuff.
I don't really have a lot of rules when it comes to talking about stuff, but I just been doing different live streams here and there. Nothing special, just hanging out. Like, here's an interesting video. Let's check it out.
Not invite me. I get it.
Nah, well.
You're too cool. I get it. Okay.
It's just not many, we don't have, the old hangouts, or just go live. We could share videos and shit.
Well, what you're doing right now, you could send an invite out to those people.
This is not my server. It's my friend Logi's, and I don't invite just anybody into Logi's server, bro. It's called the Island for a reason. We're on the island, bro.
Well, I heard you in Agave.
Agave was
very upset at you.
That was over at Agave, and I were over at Earth Awakenings, I think.
No, I know, but I was very upset with you because.
Why?
You were telling him about everybody that's still around, and you didn't mention me. I was very upset.
Well,
I think I cried.
You're not putting out any content. I think I was just talking about people that are still putting out content, or maybe I don't know. I mean, I was talking about Jibby. I mean,
you said are any of the old school guys still around? You named off everybody. Yeah, Dimmock and Jen, and you named off to everybody except for me.
Oh man, You have surprised me, but although you took a couple years off, man, which
I know. Give me shit.
but you're back, and I love it, man. Yeah, let's keep looking. Let's
I
keep
haven't
talking.
gone anywhere. I
What?
just haven't gone on here.
I know you were in. Yeah.
I still listen to each
What's
other.
up, fucking Tom? Buddhist, man. Tom Buddhist. Fuck me, man.
But dude, shoot, would Agave be okay to come in here and talk?
Dude, this is not my server. I saw you on a link. You're a music guy. This server's mostly music people, man.
Well, it's no big deal. I mean, just sometime though, that'd be cool to pick that up.
But you're welcome to come back, man. And, we'll play some of your music, dude. It's just great, man. What's up, Tom? Fucking manga, bro. Fucking OG, bro. Some people show up every once in a while. I was like, OG. But yeah, we're around, here, there, whether it's different servers. You'll find me, man. I'll be out there, bro. I'm not going anywhere. But I just been digging the music lately, bro. There's a lot of really great music out there, man. My goodness. Oh yeah.
How can you think about music, man, when we're just flying through space? You don't know where we're going. We're just spinning and flying around the sun. Like,
right.
Dude, you're not worried?
I should be. I should be so scared.
We could get knocked out by an asteroid any minute now.
I know. I'm freaking.
And you really think they would tell us?
I'm totally freaking. No, of course they would not. I saw the movie.
They would say, hey, an asteroid's coming your way. And we're like, how long? 10, 9.
Oh, fuck.
You see all the jets, like, shooting off. It's all the rich people.
It's all the rich people, man.
Like from Spaceballs, remember the end of that? They're all getting in there. Exit, whatever.
Fucking man. What a wild time. We're in some wild, funky times, bro. I mean, I wish we would have had the AI video capabilities back in 2016, man. That would have been cool.
Well, it's all recorded.
Yeah, but we didn't have this video making. They can make a video, man. Explaining something pretty easy. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Hold on, let's watch the rest of this. We're getting close, man. Let me back it up a minute.
Hey, don't talk to me like that, ass face. I'm gonna work
that
for you
narration
yet.
by someone else, because their mind needs to be able to tell them what that is. They need to be able to see it. Eyes to see, ears to hear, so that they can see that what they've been considering as their eyes and ears, which is a screen, are no longer reliable, if they ever were. I have done everything I can for 13 years to try to explain some of this stuff.
Obey.
But I'm just a person. I'm just a girl from the Midwest. I don't even know. On some days, I don't even know how I got here. Okay, but I love you guys, and people keep asking me. I did a live stream of that film, and they asked, "Are you terrified of the future?" Actually, I'm not. Once the window is open, they've opened a door now. It's like a portal has been opened at this point.
Right.
I don't believe that any of these people have full control over that. That's
to
positive. Believe that's the level
like
of
that.
hubris that I just think is kind of silly.
I'm with her, and I know you think the same thing, man. I've always thought, man, they really don't have as much control as they say they do, man. They just don't. They're out of control, and they're just winging it and trying to figure it out. But yeah,
dude, they're panicking.
They're
right
panicking.
now.
Dude, COVID exposed a lot of that. Man, when we started.
Candace Owens has them shitting down their fucking
Yeah.
legs.
Well, so does Jared and the dude, man. We got them shitting down their plates too, man. But you know, we just don't have a big audience. But it's okay.
Well, yeah, we would. If
Yeah.
we had that audience,
Yeah.
we'd be leveling motherfuckers.
We don't know how big our audience is. That's another thing, man.
Pun intended.
I think they just give us numbers. I think our audience is way bigger than we're given credit for. It might show like 12 people hanging out or 20, but it might be 500. They just cut it back and throttle it. And, I don't know.
Did I ever tell you the theory of why they have the stars being so far away? It's so they can have a number like billion and trillion, miles away. So that way that number exists. So now it's okay to be a billionaire, be a trillionaire. You know what I mean? Like it's like they normalized.
Dude, I had
by using the distance of the stars.
Very good.
So then they can create that much money.
Right. Out of thin air. So, yeah, it's crazy. Out of thin air, bro. We're getting money just printed, bro. Last time I checked, man, like COVID cost like 20 trillion. I'm pretty sure it was $20 trillion worldwide, earthwide. But yeah,
I don't believe that any of these people have full control over that. To believe that's the level of hubris that I just think is kind of silly. I think you've now opened something. It's like when Elon Musk said we're summoning the demon. I mean, you think you're going to control that? I don't. Good luck. This is open now. I mean, I think everyone should watch The Matrix again, probably.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Hey, look, you can still get out of The Matrix. I think that'd be really useful in kind of contextualizing what is going on in a way, because it's not like once they open this door, they can just control everything that's happening in and out of that, no matter how much data they have. And maybe that's why they want so much data, so they can prophesy the future with it and whatever, self-fulfilling prophecy, everything. But there's always going to be a human factor because we're human. You might do the same thing every single day, 99.9% of the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, generally within a small window. But someday you might wake up and say, screw this, I'm going to Japan. I'm going to go to Japan today. Whatever, I'm done. Or you might be driving down the street you always drive down to go get coffee, but for some reason you see a deer crossing the street and you decide, I'm going to go some way I've never gone before. And that's not something that can be predicted to 100% ever. Just like they can't get rid of the hallucinations in this technology that they're now integrating into all of our government systems in the Pentagon, supposedly. And you could say to yourself, well, I'm just going to unplug everything and go live out in a tree. I used to say that on this channel. I'm just going to go live in a tree. I'm just going to go live in the middle of nowhere in a tree.
What's up, baby?
But what kind of future would you be leaving behind?
I used to say, I'm going to drop everything in Kansas. I'm going to go to California.
Right.
And I'm going to force my way into Kenny's life.
You're going to force your way into what?
Good thing I didn't do that.
You were going to force your way into what?
It's a joke, dude.
I didn't hear the end of it, man. I was fucking...
So I was going to force my way into your house.
Into my house.
And into your life.
Okay. All right.
Like I was going to just quit everything and to go do that.
Okay,
and it's
man.
a good thing I didn't.
It's a good thing, bro, man. You relax, man.
You would have been like, what the fuck?
Jared, get the fuck out of here, man. I got to back it up. Hold on.
Integrating into all of our government systems in the Pentagon, supposedly. And you could say to yourself, well, I'm just going to unplug everything and go live out in a tree. I used to say that on this channel. I'm just going to go live in a tree. I'm just going to go live in the middle of nowhere in a tree. But What kind of future would you be leaving behind to future generations? I mean, this is a problem. It's a problem. There's something here worth fighting for. And I hope to show that in the movie we've been working on for over 6 years. There's a reason this matters. I love you guys. Hold on to yourselves and each other, because things are about to get so much more infinitely bizarre and high strange than they've been.
Things are about to get really bizarre, man. Welcome to 2026. Things are
about to get bizarre.
Fucking bizarre.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Not a damn thing, man. So you might as well just fucking enjoy the ride, buckle up, put a smile on your face any way you can, and because it's gonna be a fucking crazy shit show, man. Hold on, everybody.
You know what's funny, dude, is that we're watching like the deep state in like real time with the whole Charlie Kirk thing.
Real time, man. We got
dude,
Kirk.
they're shitting
dude. You got good, you got bad, you got the Mongo here and the Mongo there. Yeah, a lot of Mongos,
They did not suspect that the internet would be so helpful in figuring this shit out, because they got people now.
They knew. They knew dude, they're still ahead of us. They know that we can get out here and kick a couple of shit bricks around, but they got like a 50.
No, dude, I don't
they got
think
like a 50.
I think they fuck up just like anybody else. You know what I mean?
I do. I get it. They do fuck up.
And what they wanted to do was they wanted to create a cavity shot to the chest, because then they would be able to use the 30-06 as the weapon, but they didn't suspect that the neck would get hit by the projectile that came from the chest, like his microphone.
It's just another fucking 9/11 fucking.
No, but what's crazy is that everybody's on top of it, right? So nobody has any answers for this shit. So they come up with, what about Forward
Dude, Jared, they do that on purpose.
Comes up about Erica Kirk.
They do that on purpose,
dude, and
man.
and watching them like every day, like
Hold
shit
on.
their pants.
Hey, have you ever heard of the term piff? Hey, man, I got a piff. I got
like
a piff.
epiphany?
Yeah, exactly, like an epiphany, right? I think it was Hitch that came up with it. I'm pretty sure. And he's like, dude, that's a piff. Have a piff.
Man, I haven't heard from that guy in a long time.
He's around. But I want you to have a piff, man. Tell us what the fuck is going on with gold and silver. Why is this fucking money thing going fucking stupid? What's up with that, man? What do you think?
Everybody's trashing the dollar. So it's making everybody freak out, and the central banks are starting to buy gold. So I don't know. That's what's happening anyway. I'm thinking about fucking changing all my investments to gold and silver. I'm seriously considering it. But dude, watching Erica Kirk fucking just shit the bed every single day, just get something else comes up. Have you seen the newest thing that came up about her? The leaked conference call she had 5 days after he died. She's all cheery and laughing and telling everybody, my husband would want everybody to get to work and just work as hard as you can for my husband. He's up in heaven with Jesus. Dude, are you fucking kidding me with this shit? So fucking fake. So fucking, oh my God. It makes me sick. But it's blatantly obvious.
Right there,
and nobody's buying it. It's great.
All right. I missed it, dude. I had to take a piss. You had a piff. I had a piss.
No, I was just saying, watching Erica Kirk sit to bed in real time, like every single day, there's something new comes out on her. And her leaked conference call was this newest thing. Have you heard that yet?
No, man. No, not yet. Nope.
Dude, she comes up there and she just starts talking about how excited she is that they pulled off the event of the century. She's talking about his fucking funeral, bro. And then she starts talking about how many new chapters they have now and how many people they got registered to vote.
Yeah, man.
You're just like, wow, this bitch, there's no way that she's grieving because she doesn't, he's either still alive or she never gave a shit about this guy. She totally knew and she's covering it up for it. But I think she's MK Ultra because she's in this hypnotic state. And the newest one thing that came out about her was she was talking about the blood of Jesus or something. She was doing a speech. And when she said the blood of Jesus, something weird happens to her eyes.
Uh-oh.
And it's very, noticeable.
It's very scary, man. It's very
and
scary.
if you go back and if you find the video of her doing that with her eyes, I think you can find it on Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy Dore.
Do you listen to him?
I did during COVID. He was spot on. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so he's been doing a lot of great stuff on this, and he does this
during
video where he goes over where she says the blood of Christ or the blood of Jesus.
I don't know.
And when she says it, her eyes do this weird fucking flicker thing. It's
kind of creepy, but it could be AI, man. It could be manipulated stuff, man. So I don't try to pay too much attention to the mainstream stuff, but man, you know, there's.
Dude, that ain't mainstream stuff.
Yeah, well, that's not mainstream.
But are you too cool for mainstream stuff?
The story, this fucking whole fucking Kirk story and the wife and the.
Are you too good for it?
Yeah, I'm fucking too good for that shit. You bet your ass. I just don't I don't buy that, man. I mean, it's like I just turn the page and then next. When I was,
what don't you buy?
Dude, Jared, I want you to remember
killed
something,
a dude
bro.
in front of everybody, and everybody thinks that he got shot, and it's so obvious that it to us as flat earthers that they're doing, there's the hands over here, and
hands over here,
don't
the
watch
shirts
what's over here.
there, the blood's over there.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's a magic trick.
I've been down the fucking Sandy Hook fucking scene, man, back in the day.
Dude, and it's happening right in front of us.
It's the same.
And we get to see them react right now. And I don't know why everybody's not into this right now because we talk about it all the time about the deep state, about what they do. And here it is, they're doing it right now, and nobody wants to talk about it. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Well, there's nothing wrong with us, man. Nothing wrong with us at all, bro. We're good.
I wasn't talking about. I was talking about the the plural, the royal you.
Yeah, the royal. Logi's from England.
No, it's not just you. I've tried to talk to somebody about it the other day too, and he's like, I don't pay attention to that shit. And it's like, what are you talking about? This is everything.
Hey, man,
that you ever would want. It has. It has intrigue. It has deception.
Absolutely.
It has all that.
Yeah, it's a total fucking. Dude, I watched Candace Owens rip that shit apart. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's probably right. Okay, it's good. Yeah, but next day.
You don't find it interesting?
Oh yeah, of course it's interesting, man. But I only gonna give it 2 days, man, and I moved on, man. I'm like, okay, what are we on now?
It's not. You think it just went away?
Yeah,
she's still doing. She's on the. This is a live investigation.
Come on, man. It's like I gotta move on. Dude, I'm into different. I'm always looking, man, for something that's gonna shake my fucking red pill, bro. You know what I mean? And that ain't shaking my red pill, man. Not even close. It's like, come on, that's weak ass fucking propaganda. I gotta keep moving here. What do we got? What's going on over here? What the fuck's up with gold? Shit, what's up with silver? Oh shit, it went through the fucking roof. What the fuck? Okay, you were right, man. They're manipulating the dollar and dude, I understand that Trump went into Venezuela because They got huge oil reserves, and without it, man, America's toast. If we don't have huge oil reserves, because Saudis and shit, they're all dicking around OPEC. They're all fucking with. They're not gonna deal with us. They're like, fuck off. And we got China.
Dude, that's too mainstream, bro. That's not really rocking my.
But there's a million other things happening, and it's impossible to
talking about gold and silver. Like, really?
Oh fuck yeah, man! It's a fucking huge deal, man. It has everything to do with the economy, man. Because gold and silver standards have been economy standards for centuries, millennials. Really, I mean,
it's not new.
It's nothing new, but the reason it's going through the roof, because something's happening, man. It's a red flag, in my opinion, and that's all we need to paying attention to. Like, okay, yeah, they got
So
lots
we need
of
to
gold
be talking
too.
about that.
Venezuela's got a shitload of gold too, as well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Venezuela's got the green light. Okay. What else?
Let's see. Trump is a dickhead. We all know
Trump's
that.
okay to talk about?
I wouldn't.
Now, are we shitting on Trump, or are we like gonna lie and like?
The dude did. He does have an IDBM profile. He's an actor, just like Reagan, just like yeah.
So Trump good?
Orange man, crazy. Orange man, crazy. Anyway, he's on crazy on purpose. It's been all
Trump bad.
Remember Zern?
He's bad, bro.
Remember Zern? Oh fuck. No.
Yeah, I remember Zern.
He'd be like, Orange man, good. Like. That's the first guy I heard that from. Orange man, good. I thought that was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, man. There's a lot of shit going on. It's hard to keep up with all the propaganda. I mean, apparently some dude got shot in Minnesota. Minnesota, don't you know? I don't know, but it's everywhere. If the story's everywhere in the news, Jared.
Well, you got to be careful though. Is
I'm
that
pretty
really
sure.
what's going
I'm
on,
pretty
or is that
sure
what they
it's
want us to think?
I'm pretty sure it's fake as fuck, man. It don't make the news that gruesome, especially with fucking Charlie Kirk. Fuck shit, man. You get shot, blood spewing
I feel
everywhere.
like if you pick the
They're like,
fake
wait a minute,
60% of
man.
the time, it's fake all the time.
It's gotta be fake as fuck, man. It's gotta be. Because it was everywhere for the news for what? 2 weeks? It's gone. It's kind of gone, man. Really, in the mainstream, it's gone, dude. That shit's gone. They got some other person that got shot today, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. Forget all that other shit. Yeah, in the mainstream, Charlie.
Doesn't somebody get shot in L.A. like every day?
Yeah, exactly. Every day somebody's getting shot in L.A. 100%. Especially in the last couple of years. I mean, I remember that shit back in there was freeway shootings. You remember those? Back in the 90s.
Now it's only like two people though, right? It didn't happen all the time.
The freeway shootings were like a lot. There was a lot, man. People just shooting from their
There's
car.
a DC guy, but who else?
There's a lot of freeway shootings back in the 90s, dude. It was on the news almost every night, man. Somebody was driving
DC's
on
the
the
only one I can
freeway,
think of.
and somebody got shot, and somebody was shooting out of their car on the freeway. And like, freeway shootings, man. Look it up, man. Don't believe me. Fuck, I lived it.
Dude, I was living the same time as you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm older than you, but that doesn't matter. The point is, man, there's always news. There's always fear. There's always this. There's always that. There's plenty of things we can look into, man. Flat Earth brought us together, and now we're talking about, fucking COVID to fucking, political shootings, whatever, man. It's all good. Keep talking about it. That's all I say. As long as we have a platform to talk about it, I'm happy. Whether we all agree or not, man, that's never gonna fucking happen. No fucking way. But talk about it, freedom of speech, freedom to talk about ideas, and that's all. That's all. That's my freedom, bro. I got nothing else, man. Like, let's talk about space. We can talk about physics or fire or sound or music or vibration, whatever. But as soon as somebody says I can't talk about something, that's a problem, man. And that's just, you're deleting the free speech. I think that was what the whole message was tonight. Part of it, anyway. Was that, we're being censored and we're being deplatformed, and we're not allowed to talk about what those Mongos are fucking doing, bro. Oh, they shot Charlie Cook. Oh my God, they're Mongos. Oh, it was all fake. Oh, fucking Mongos. It was. Could it
No,
be?
dude, it's there's 3 Egyptian planes following an American citizen around the whole country, and nobody cares. Like, what is going on? Where that can happen?
What's going on with that?
And nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I mean, even 9/11, they're like, hey, man. Well, there was
that building 7. Nobody cares that there was another. Oh, there was another building that went down. Huh? That's interesting. No, it's fucking crazy, is what it is.
Exactly. But what was crazy on 9/11 is that they grounded all the flights except for like one flight from somewhere here in America to like the Middle East, Saudi Arabia or something. There were some princes. It was like Bin Laden's fucking, cousin. I don't know, brother. I don't know. He was able to fly on 9/11, but I'm like, what? Wait a minute, man. This Mongo can fly today, but everybody else is gonna fucking stay put, man. I remember, man. I was at a restaurant, and when it hit that night, we're all sitting on the patio. We were all sitting on the patio.
9 a.m. is when it happened.
Yeah, but that night, I remember going to the restaurant, sitting outside with some friends, and there was a bunch of other people that were just stranded, dude. They're like, yeah, man, there's no flights. And I remember talking to this couple, like they were screwed. They couldn't fly anywhere. I'm like, it's going to be all right, man. It's, they'll figure it out, man.
And then the weird stories of the people that, I missed the flight. I should have been on it or whatever.
Right.
I was like, whatever. Get the fuck out of
There
here.
is a bunch of stories like that. Yeah, you're right. There's like, oh, yeah.
I was supposed to be on the plane number whatever. And it's like,
it was like Jerry Seinfeld or somebody, some famous person.
I think I can't remember the guys.
Yeah.
It was the GM, I think, of the Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go.
Or somebody like that
Right.
that owned like a football team.
But my favorite
like,
guy.
wow, it's a good thing they saved your millions of dollars, you piece of shit.
My favorite guy was It was a Silverstein.
Yeah, the fucking
he's
Lucky
like,
Larry.
well, I had a dentist appointment my wife made for me. I mean, I didn't
My
know.
bronchitis was acting up.
Every
It was
day,
really difficult.
every day I go up there and have breakfast, and then we have our meeting. But that day, my wife made a special, dentist appointment, and she
They said they needed to pull it. So I said, okay, pull it.
All right.
Yeah, don't forget also the connection with pages, dude.
Dude, you got the worst echo I've ever heard.
That's your echo.
Well, fuck, I'll mute. Go ahead. Fuck.
Don't forget the connection with the pages, because recently they supposedly used these pages, right, to take out certain people. And on 9/11, Israel paged a load of their people saying, don't go to work in the Twin Towers that day, remember?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's right.
That's right. And then what you were talking about there, these Egyptian planes, they go in and out of Israel, and they're following TPUSA Faith. And Charlie was getting attacked because he wouldn't get his followers to go along with the genocide in Gaza.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And again, when they were landing, where was it they were landing? Oh gosh, because they had that office that they all used. The feds, the CIA, the FBI, they all used the same building.
Yeah,
and
in
the same
Delaware.
office.
I think.
Delaware, which was the start
Yeah.
of the transgender movement, which is where Macron was,
Yeah.
and all of this.
It's so creepy. Dude, it's weird. The whole area is like surrounded by.
Man. I'm fucking creeping out, man.
And then you had the hangar that supposedly was going to do a maintenance job on the aeroplane, and that hadn't been a thing for a couple of years because it was bought by France to apparently paint aircraft. So that whole story of it landed to this, that, and the other is a load of tosh as well.
Interesting.
Got to keep up with Candace, bro, every day. You gotta watch because she's just unveiling new and new things. The Fort Huachuca thing. What do they do at Fort Huachuca? Oh, they just so happen to practice psyops and drones, which is what her mother was involved in, electronics and warfare. And then Erica's saying, I don't know Fort Huachuca. And then a few years ago, she was starring in a film at Fort Huachuca.
See, Kenny, told you it was interesting. He's on it. Dude, that's spot on.
That's why I hang out with Loj. He's spot on, bro. 100%. Yeah.
And then another weird thing with this Fort Huachuca, this Christian couple had a gym, and these people came in and helped fund it and everything, and then they kind of took it over and shoved them out. They started another gym around this Fort Huachuca base, and this girl was in there, and she was all crying and beside herself. So he kept the gym open a few hours. He went and sat with her, and she said she was from Fort Huachuca, and they were training them to infiltrate Christian groups to bring them down. And she couldn't go through with it. So she opened up and told him all about it. And this is possibly what happened with their first gym, where these Christians came in and then took it over. It was all an op. Yeah, it's really bizarre, my friend. You got to.
Yeah, and like 3 or 4 other people have seen her on the base before, and they're like, "We see her all the time. We see her and her mom. Like, why is everybody freaking out? Like, yeah, she's been here. Like." And everybody's like, no, there's no way. Like, they totally attacked this guy, like his credibility. And you knew right away when somebody does that, that means they're losing. That means that they have nothing. They have nothing left. So you attack character. That's such a tactic.
Yep. You're right, Jared. You're right.
But yeah, dude, that's a spot on
Mitch,
analysis.
Just bringing out some good details. She was there with her ex-boyfriend, Cabot, who's got the word pizza tattooed on his lip. Who the heck gets the word pizza tattooed on the inside of their lip? Right? And then,
Ultra people?
Well, again, Pizzagate people, right? Cheese pizza. Come on, people. Keep up. And then we've got this Cabot Phillips, who works for Daily Wire, was seen because Mitch said, yeah, Erica's got those, blue eyes like my ex-wife. So he was like instantly, who the hell is that chick? Had no idea about who these people were until Candace just showed random pictures. And he was like, yeah, that's that dude, that's that senator. And so, she was there on the 8th. The 9th was the meeting, and the 10th was where Charlie died. Oh, and by the way, the security guy, he comes out on Sean Ryan saying, oh, we have this spreadsheet and everybody can put anything on there to protect Charlie and to save Charlie. And we didn't want any, gatekeeping, so anybody can use the spreadsheet. The interesting thing is he was saying like they were preparing 6 weeks in advance for this event at the Utah, but the following day when Charlie was speaking elsewhere, nobody was contacted. The local police weren't contacted. and there were no security protocols in place. Like they
It
knew
was supposed to be in Colorado, right? The next day, right? They went and they're like, well, why didn't anybody like set it up for the next day? It's as if you guys knew something, you know?
Exactly.
Like, put two and two together here, people.
And then literally a few moments after Charlie got taken out, you've got this media guy take the chair, stand on the chair, and remove the SD cards from the cameras.
And then makes the excuse that, oh no, the cops told me to do it, and that wasn't true. And then they said he wanted to make sure nothing was stolen. Well, then take the camera, dummy.
Exactly. And then he made that weird selfie video. It's just.
Oh my God, they just shot Charlie. Oh my God, they just shot Charlie. Who does that?
Exactly. And none of them can just answer a simple question. Every time you ask them something basic, they just come out with nonsense. And this is what's making people more and more suspicious, because they just cannot answer anything. And now they've just released the Zoom calls of Erica 5 days after, and she's literally, they're firing people that were working 90-hour weeks, and this
40
young
people,
girl
right?
done nothing wrong. She was maybe they found something on her social media, but at work she never had any write-ups. She was like pretty much a perfect kind of employee, working 90 hours a week. She did all these things for them, and they just walked up to her and said, "Get the fuck out," and that was it. No explanations, nothing like, "Oh, you did something wrong," just get out. That was it. Took everything from her, you know. But
and then she gets caught with her her recording that she had 5 days after he was dead. That she had a conference call and she's talking about, oh, we just pulled off the event of the century, and you're like, is this bitch really say that? Did she really just say they pulled off the event of the century? She's talking about Charlie's funeral, but
then
what
they
I'm
displayed
thinking
the
is that
tent.
she's thinking that we just pulled it off, like, and this was
What
5 days after it happened. You know?
What about the tent they were displaying where Charlie died in, and everyone's taking a selfie with it? It's like, what
it's
the
weird.
going on?
That's fucking
And then-
creepy, man. That's fucking
Yeah,
creepy.
dude. And
then the guy that was asking him the last question, they bring him out during a CBS interview to ask her a question like, what is going on here? Like, you're gonna have the guy that asked your husband, who just got brutally assassinated in front of everybody. You're gonna have the guy that asked him the last question come and ask you a question. Like, what is going on here?
And the more you piece this together, look at all these people suddenly in lockstep attacking Candace, Alex Jones,
Lockstep.
Nice Victim, Tim Paul, and this other guy from the military guys. They're all sudden.
Paramount
Tactical, that's right.
Tactical, yeah.
Gary, who keeps showing everybody things he shouldn't show people.
Yeah, he's been the best guy to get actually stuff because he brought the kid. Oh, Kenny. So he brings this kid on to like debunk his dad's claim of being at this fort. And he thinks that I'm going to bring his son on and his son's going to totally trash him, even though the son has never seen him. The last time he saw his son was like when he was 2 years old, and they took him away from him. You know, so they're going to bring the son on. The son actually, like, confirms that he was on the base. Because he said they tried to call me that day, and they're saying that there's some guy here on the base, and you're his first contact. And, dude, Gary's face, he starts blinking like, dude, it's so funny. He starts blinking his eyes, and I swear he blinks like 60 times. And you could totally tell that he was not ready for that. Thanks, Gary.
And then they released the call with Gary and Mitch, where he was schmoozing up to him and everything. He gave him the DD-214 to show that he was military and he did do this and he did do that. But yeah, once you get all these details of actually what's been going on, then again, you got to watch every day because there's a bit, you know, going on every single day almost. She does a live stream. And if you don't keep up, you kind of get lost in the details. And all these other people, they just misrepresent. But there's Coach Collins. He does a good breakdown of what she does. So
Yeah, I listen to him pretty much every day. He now has a live show. I listen to him pretty much every day. Yeah, he does a good job of breaking shit down.
Yeah.
Hey,
but it is complicated because again, it's an ongoing investigation.
That's what's so cool about it, and that's why I don't think anybody's is more interested in it, because we're actually witnessing a true investigation. You know, what I see is a lot of non-biased people have come in. People have come in that didn't know what to think, whether he was still alive, whether he actually got shot by a gun, or if it was an explosive. I mean, there's all kinds of people with their different theories. But guess what? Nobody's fighting about it because everybody's just saying the truth. And it's so great to see. It's like I don't know, it gives me hope.
Remember the story with the rifle? So basically, this rifle was not in the bush. They all scanned the area, wasn't in the bush. They brought in the bomb sniffing dogs, wasn't in the thing. Now, a bomb sniffing dog can actually find a weapon that has been fired 7 days afterwards, even if there's been rain. So this bomb sniffing dog, no weapon found. Suddenly, three feds say to these youngsters who are junior kind of police officers, go look in that book. Oh, there's the mouth, and there's multiple fingerprints on it, and nobody's talking about it. They've all just, oh yeah, it's this furry gay guy. Just go back to sleep. Don't look any further.
T-Mobile's guide to.
And you could tell by when they talk and everything, that's what they want. They want everybody to move on. And, oh, he's in heaven now, smiling at all of us. And get to work, everybody. Like, fuck out of here. And
the fuck?
Dude, it's super creepy to listen to her talk to everybody. She's like, you guys are my family. And if you need to talk to anybody, we have pastors. We have all the people you need to talk to about this. Even though I'm smiling and walking out the fireworks and wearing, glitter outfits made of gold or whatever. Bringing out Nicki Minaj when he knows that he didn't like her, and he also Ben Shapiro. She has him be the one that starts the Amfest. Dude, he would have never allowed that. He never wanted that. And everybody keeps wanting to grab his legacy. And it's super, like when you watch it, you're like, it's obvious. Like, it's obvious these people are guilty, and that's why they're acting guilty. Like, because they did something wrong.
They're guilty, man. They're guilty. Yeah, they're guilty.
I mean, every instinct I have, like, these people are guilty because they're acting guilty.
No shit, man. It's that simple, man. Water's level, and guilty people act
but
guilty.
No, Kenny, you'll still have people come up to you and they'll say shit like, how dare you judge her? You don't know what it's like, what she is going through.
Well, that's cock.
And you're like, okay, well, that's emotional. What do they call that?
Appeal to emotion.
Cock-tardery.
It's like an emotional trump card. Because if you argue it back to that, then you look like an asshole.
Dude, this shit's been going on for fucking decades. I don't know where you've been, bro, but yeah, that's what happens. And I witnessed it as a kid.
I've been right here. What are you talking about?
You guys know what's up, man. Relax. Just relax, bro. Hey, I got some of our friend, man. Like, it's amazing, man. Check it out. Check this out. Let's watch this for a few minutes, okay? You guys on my live stream? You guys good? All right. Watch a few minutes. Just a couple minutes, man. All right? It's John Levy,
So
bro.
tonight I'll start out by talking about Galen Windsor, like I often do. Galen Windsor created the first power plant. Pioneer, the first. He used to handle the rocks laced with uranium which contains radium
What
in his
happened to
pocket.
the
He used
sound?
to carry the rocks in his pocket, handle them with his bare hands. Eventually he would which contains radium.
What happened to the sound?
Can you guys can't hear it?
No, because you screwed everything up.
What did I fucked everything up?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I got him. You mute up.
Hold on. I'm still streaming, right?
Yep, it's all good on the stream.
Okay. Fuck.
Swim in the
Hold on.
reactor water.
Galen Windsor. I'm gonna back it up. Hold on.
And even
You
drink.
guys know who Galen Windsor is, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the fucking choir here. All right.
So tonight I'll start out by talking about Galen Windsor, like I often do. Galen Windsor created
Well,
the
don't
first
be so excited, John.
power.
You know, I'm very excited to talk about Galen Windsor.
Speed him up, bro.
Let's talk about Galen Windsor.
1.5.
And do Galen
1.5.
Windsor.
All right, speed him up. Speed him up, Mongo, fucker. Fucking assholes. And fucking...
I like it.
I like it too, but we'll speed him up. Logi's. He's just getting up. It's like 7 in the morning, 7:30. So.
Bottom.
Time to get going.
After his first bong rip of the day.
No, he doesn't.
I don't touch that shit, bro. I'm straight edge.
He doesn't do that. I'm gonna try 720 quality. All right, how about that? And then I gotta speed it up, man. Hold on. Where the fuck is it, man? Oh shit. Quality, speed. There we go. Speed, man. 1.25. Here we go. All right, we're gonna try it. 1.25. You ready?
Go.
Go.
Created the first power plant. Pioneer, the first. He used to handle the rocks laced with uranium, which contains radium, in his pocket. He used to carry the rocks in his pocket, handle them with his bare hands. Eventually, he would swim in the reactor water and even drink the reactor water. He did it publicly on a news interview and was adamant about sharing and dispelling the idea that this was actually harmful. Now, I have no doubt that it was made harmful, certainly when you use it for war, but I think it's a mystery to most people. There was this time period where it was discovered and very celebrated, used in all kinds of products, radium that is, and not to mention the healing hot springs. Healing hot springs. Hot springs are not normal water. They're radium-enriched water, and this has the effect of healing. So what is this substance?
Oh shit, that's a good point, right? Come on.
Colloidal silver.
It's healing. Yeah, I've heard of the colloidal silver. Yeah. Okay. Just checking, man. I'm just checking, bro. You guys are tracking.
Here we have the founder of its
Mind-blowing.
being used as a power source.
Mind blowing. Look at the look again.
Here we have the founder of its
Here
being
we
used
have-
as a power source, Galen Windsor, telling us that it's not harmful and it's used in cosmetics and again the healing hot springs. Healing. It has healing properties. Nobody would go to the hot springs if they didn't experience at least some well-being.
It's a good point, man. If you didn't feel better after you got out of the hot springs, man, which I've been in hot springs. Amazing. Fucking amazing. And then you get out and you're like, yeah, I feel better. No shit, man. It's fucking, it was good shit. It's good stuff, bro. It's good stuff. Damn hot springs.
Nobody would go to the hot springs if they didn't experience at
I
least
think that's what's
some
going on in the North Pole. Just a big hot spring.
All right. Could be. We'll keep that in mind.
properties. Nobody would go to the hot springs if they didn't experience at least some well-being of some sort. It has a history of being healing, and I enjoy them, the hot springs. I was listening to a podcast on Spacebusters, and they were talking about this subject, and what was it? They were talking about sulfur. Could it be sulfur? And really, I wasn't sure. So I asked the robot, uncertain if this was public information, and apparently it is. I asked, what is yellow cake? I have an image here. Anyway, it looks like cake, and it's like the first aid of making.
Fuck off. Yellow cake? Really?
Use of this material tells us the cake is a type of uranium concentrate obtained from uranium ore. It's product in the intermediate processing of uranium. I asked if this contains any sulfur, and it tells me sulfur is just used in this blend. So they mix the uranium metal with sulfur and oxygen, and so the sulfur is going to create heat. I've recently started taking a supplement called MSM, which is about 30% sulfur. MSM basically exists in rainwater and on the dew in the morning. A naturally occurring thing, and sulfur is very important. And yet it's delivered very subtly in nature. And it's foundation of life, really. Key element in alchemy, and essentially in life, once again. The human, or any life form, begins with a mercury and a sulfur. A metal, just like here, a metal and a sulfur. And here, the sulfur can impregnate the metal. If we're dealing with alchemy, the mercury. So
you guys tracking?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
The sulfur can impregnate the metal. If we're dealing with alchemy, the mercury.
So you need sulfur to like refine gold or silver, right? You have to impregnate it with it.
The sulfur can impregnate the metal. If we're dealing with alchemy, the mercury. So this is a process that is clearly understand.
It's a metallurgy, right?
The transmutation of elements. And apparently sulfur holds us together. All the cells bound together by sulfur. And sulfur just reveals itself everywhere. I heat orange peels on my stove, and I'll throw them in the fire, and they ignite like fireworks. Just
fireworks, bro. You guys ever do that? Take an orange peel and
do what with an orange peel?
You can... The juices that come out of an orange peel, you can take it and take an orange peel and squeeze it next to a Bic lighter, and it literally makes a big giant flame. You're like, oh shit. Orange peel is flammable, and it makes a big giant fireworks show right there.
On my stove, and I'll throw them in the fire.
Sounds like something a tweaker would figure out.
No, I knew about this long before I was a tweaker, dude. I'm kidding. But, no, years ago.
Give me some credit.
You can test it, man. Just the juices that come out of an orange peel are flammable, period.
Like fireworks, just a flash, like a brilliant radium glow, similar to what they say radium glow resembled, just a certain brilliance. And I asked the robot, does orange peel have sulfur in it? And it said yes. It made me realize how the Chinese have understood this. We'll often see orange peels used medicinally to bring heat to the body through a tea, and also acting as a type of protectant for the fruit on the inside, this preserving element.
Yeah, you're supposed
sulfur.
to put them in your shoes or something.
Okay. Yeah, I never heard that one, but all right.
Protectant for the fruit on the inside, this preserving element of sulfur. And again, I asked what is uranium. It tells me a heavy, silvery, white metallic element. So we're basically dealing with sulfur and metal. Then I asked what is radium, and it tells me radium is also a metallic element. It's the most radioactive of all the elements, and it's found in trace amounts in uranium, so even more rare. Basically, uranium is like the heavier, less pure version of radium. And historically, again, it was used in paints.
Mercury. Marie Curie. Mercury. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. That was a red pill I swallowed years ago. Damn. Mercury. Marie Curie came
This
up with
pure version of radium.
mercury.
And historically, again, it was used in paints and glow-in-the-dark things on clock and instrument panels. And also they...
That's a woman there. That's a woman. Marie. Okay.
Tell us it was used in therapy for cancer. And then here they also tell us that exposure can lead to cancer. And I think most of us realize this now, the absurdity of that type of treatment. But maybe in small doses, like at hot springs, healing springs, something that was very popular in the old world would be acceptable and actually beneficial. So let's take a pause.
Take a pause. Take a piss. So, Jared, you were on here with the Hangouts back in the day, but a lot of guys like Poncho and Jez would say they're fucking taking a piss.
Taking a piss. Yeah,
They're
that was a good
taking
one.
a piss, man. And that means we're getting
That and fucking hell. Fucking hell.
taking a piss. But yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. What a great term for getting fooled. Dude, they're taking a piss. Yeah, gotcha. Love it.
I hope Gerard's out there.
Next, I want to talk about something weird. I really wanted to share this miniature church in Mexico. Sometimes it lets me watch YouTube on my computer, and sometimes it doesn't. I also wanted to share this great discovery in Mexico. That's not happening. I kind of want to share this hot springs in Argentina, type of sulfuric yellow hot springs with some old world buildings built into it. Really fascinating. I also want to share something important that I think might help you all out. I know it will help me out soon. I'm always exploring different avenues towards freedom, and this is something I've been sharing in my Patreon group chats for what seems like a couple months now since I discovered it. And it's off topic. Maybe it belongs on my other channel, but who cares? Again, I think it can help you. So I was on this quest to perhaps begin investing in some kind of future. Something. I've spent the last 20 years just investing in my house. First, my crappy house, and then this house that I'm living in now. Just everything. Everything extra, I should say, that I had went into my house, and I felt it was a worthy investment. I did mention that I built my house without a permit in the past, and just as I was completing it, it was discovered by the officials that I had built this house without a permit. And so they put this notice on my door, cease and desist, or something like that. And in short, I complied. I pulled a permit and paid a fee, or a fine, which pretty much doubled the permit. And I had to do some small upgrade, and then finally had a inspection and have now been approved. I've received my certificate of occupancy, and in short, I'm legal. My house is recognized as a house, a single family house. It's only 400 square feet with a loft where I sleep. But yeah, suddenly I kind of snapped out of it and realized, like many of us at a certain point, realized my predicament. I had not saved anything, really. I just treated this house and my land as my investment. But really, though it had potential, wasn't really producing any return. So I began to research where one could put one's money, and what I discovered was something really cool. Something that should have been taught in school. Something that if we were taught in school, we would all be in a good position. 10, 15, 20, 30 years later. It just only gets better. But instead, again, we're taught nonsense in school. We're certainly not taught what I'm going to tell you. We're taught to go into debt. We're even taught to go into debt for school, to get a job, to pay off the debt that we incurred for our education. And then we take on more debt for a house, a car, credit card. We're really taught to be consumers and workers. And we're not taught how to build wealth. In my 20s, I dabbled in stock. And then in my 30s, I moved off grid and kind of left all that behind. And I think the volatility of the stock market is really not worth it. It may be. And same with crypto. Yes, you can do well, but it's not something you can necessarily absolutely plan on. I mean, there's ups and downs, that's all. There's things that are way out of your control. And then what I'm going to share now is something that is totally in control. Now, of course, many people will say real estate. estate is the best investment, and that's kind of how I felt. That's why I felt it was safe to just invest in my land, and it was, for that matter. But other than building rentals or subdividing and selling some, it really wasn't producing any income. And there reached a point when I finished my house that I wish I had some sort of investment to invest a small percentage of my income. I once read a book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and he talks about 10%. And 10% I think is fine, just a base minimum to invest. But again, where to invest your money? So risky. Everybody tells you here or there, and whatever you have just seems like peanuts. It seems like it doesn't really make a difference. But anyway, I'll tell you. Maybe I'll tell you the way I told my Patreon group. I'll tell you what this investment does, and then I'll tell you what it is. And again, I never heard of it. We should have been taught this in school, and I'm just discovering it at the end of last year. So this thing, and it's a dream, by the way. It's what you wish you knew and didn't. So this investment not only grows at 5, 6, 7%, it also pays dividends, and has paid dividends since, according to history, the 1800s. The 1800s. This investment that you've never heard of. So it pays dividends, and a pretty fair percentage, up to 7% in some cases. And it compounds. That's the beauty. It's not just like putting your money in a savings account at the bank. It's a compounding interest. Just the way compounding interest is destroying you with leases, mortgages, credit cards. This investment uses compound interest in your favor, grows your money. Compounding interest is like supercharged investing. If you double a penny every day for a month, it's like $5 million. And that's compounding interest. And usually about 75% through its growth cycle is when it really begins to compound. So secondly, this investment is tax-free, and that's a whole other separate thing. Let's just assume that you're playing ball with these shysters. Well, you have this tax-deferred investment. So it's growing compounding interest, it's tax-deferred. And here's the coolest part. The guy who discovered this, his name is Nelson Nash, and he created this concept called the Infinite Banking Concept, IBC. And this investment will basically allow you to become a bank. There we go. Ding. Not only is it an investment, but it will allow you to never need bankers again. You will become your own banker. That's why this is so awesome. And that's why nobody ever told you about it. So you build cash value with this investment, 7%, dividends, snowballing, and compounding in your favor. Then, as it grows in cash value, you can borrow against it at a very modest interest rate. And it's not based on your credit score. You don't have to ask permission. You can borrow on this instrument, this investment. And as your cash value grows, so does your borrowing power. You can borrow from it. Yes, you can borrow from it. And the crazy thing is when you borrow from this investment, you're not even borrowing from your principal. It continues to grow. Tax-free, tax-deferred, and compounding. And the pioneer or inventor, like I said, of this system, his name was Nelson Nash. And he sold insurance for like 30 years and discovered very wealthy people using these instruments, using these special types of insurance policies as both investments and banks. They were actually being their own bankers by using their policies. Something I'd heard something about years ago and didn't understand. Didn't understand the value of a policy. Thought it was just about death and something you do for your loved ones. And yet he, the inventor of this system, who was in the business for 30 years, realized that the policy was more important for both its ability to quickly generate in a compounding fashion wealth, and B, provide an infinite source to cash through loans, through your policy. And the reason you can borrow on these policies and not interrupt the growth cycle of your investment is because they secure the loan with your death benefit. Not the principal that's growing, but they give you a loan off the death side, the part that you don't even care about. At least me. And most people. Most people have a death benefit of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yet most people have emergencies in life, often have to take loans from banks. Again, credit cards, home loans, car loans. And yet, if anyone would implement this infinite banking, essentially the book he wrote is called Be Your Own Bank, you would never need a bank again. And that's kind of it in a nutshell. It's not just any insurance or even life insurance. It's a whole life insurance policy. Whole. That's the whole kit and caboodle. The ability to grow your wealth, the ability to borrow. I mean, these infinite banker practitioners buy cars using their policies, and then they pay their policies back. But it's their policy. It's like a partnership. It's 50-50. You're in business with the insurance company. That's why it's a mutual arrangement. It's a deal between you and the insurance company. You invest in this policy. They promise to grow your money. They promise to pay out a death benefit. But again, you don't care about the death benefit. I mean, maybe you do, and that will still be there. But that's not the most important part of this policy in your living life. Everybody will have some financial needs at some point. And I don't know, maybe some of you know this, but if you don't, now you do. You could essentially purchase a whole life insurance policy, and you just make payments. And it's really amazing to see. It's just like the 2 pennies. If you double them every day, you have $5 million at the end of the month. That's how this policy works. And if you invested, again, 10 to 30% or whatever you can, pretty soon compounding interest will work in your favor. You will be the bank, and you'll have the ability to borrow. And then at some point, this policy will have a cash value of 200,000, $500,000, depending on what you put into it. It will compound. It will exceed what you put into it. And you'll be able to essentially retire, most likely early, just from this investment in this policy. Again, I would read the book by Nelson Nash if you're interested, and there's tons more. It's a rabbit hole, and I think I've said too much already. But I did want to share that with you all. How to be your own banker. And essentially kiss the bankers in your life goodbye. No thank you. This modern trap that we find ourselves in because we were never taught how to be our own banker. And there are different ways. There's different instruments and vehicles that can be used for this infinite banking concept. But this is the most popular one, and it's what surprisingly many people already knew about. And yet most of us were kept in the dark. So let's pause. Okay, final part. I feel like we didn't talk about any old world architecture today. How about this? What is this? Is this even real? Surely this is just some crazy drawing. This could be some Piranesi, this guy. Piranesi. Many of you have seen his sketches of the old world, some seeming totally legit. It's almost like before the camera, this man was sketching what he saw post-reset, just a reset world. Again, was he just a madman? Or was this the condition of everything? Either he's a madman or he was the most honest man. By the time we would see photographs, they wouldn't even be this bad. And he lived in like the 1700s. So here you go. If we can accept his artistic depiction of history, then this is what the 1700s look like. Just a mess. We can see people digging down here. It's all you could do is clean up. But otherwise, you have everything. And then you have the odd columns sticking up. And the odd columns. Here we can see 4 giant Corinthian-style columns supporting this platform. Surely this is ridiculous. But have we ever seen a column this large? It's just crazy. And that's what reminded me of kind of this, but really this. So what is this? What is this giant column? Again, you can see the little apartment buildings in the background. So the apartment building is like a tiny fraction of the size of this column. It was once painted, but now we can see all the brick. It was once painted white. All brick. Solid brick. Again, the apartment down here. Let's go to the top, above the power lines. And what do we have here? I mean, what? We're told this is a water tower. This is the best water tower you could come up with? A column? Decorated column? A Corinthian? Look here again. The same. So this just seemed crazy, all of this. Corinthian column this large. And then in Missouri, we have a giant Corinthian column? Why? Why not just build a tower with one of those big balloon balls on top? Isn't that more suited? This is just weird. Why the Corinthian adornment?
Yes, it is.
So we're told they built this Corinthian tower column in 1871. And it had an architect. Why do we need an architect to build a water tower? Who cares? Who absolutely cares? No, we have to have
gives a
an
shit,
architect, and
man?
he has to look like this? Here we go. Yes, I shall design the water tower. Here it is behind him. Ridiculous. And why? I mean, we needed to hire him to
I
just
shall
say, make it
design
look
the
like
water tower.
George Barnett. I will make the greatest water tower ever.
Old world Corinthian column. That's it? 154 feet tall. And then, to make things worse, like 40 years later, it was decommissioned. This is a big brick Corinthian column. Stupid to tell us it was built in 1871. It had an architect. And then it was decommissioned and it's still sitting there? Thank God it's still sitting here, by the way. The internal spiral staircase was removed. The staircase was replaced by a vertical ladder. Great. Not only was it decommissioned, but they removed the spiral staircase and replaced it with a cumbersome vertical ladder. The tower is the tallest freestanding Corinthian column in the world. There we go. So again, not too different than what we see here. Or maybe here, smaller, this one. So this, in St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri, who would have known? The tallest Corinthian column in the world is in Missouri. Another tall one is this Pompeii's Pillar in Alexandria. Only about half as tall. But again, a random pillar, a couple sphinxes. It's like the building is missing. That's all. This was supporting something. And now in the case with St. Louis, they're telling us it wasn't supporting anything. They're telling us this was the final product for a short time. Even though we had an architect design it, it was quickly decommissioned. And here we can see it in 1895 in the snow, in the middle of the street. And here what I thought was really telling was this old rendering. The Grand Water Tower depicted in this old sketch. Compton and Dry's, St. Louis, plate number 77. And what do we see here? Just a primitive scene. And this tower, the tower I just showed you a picture of, built of brick, adorned with details of the old world. The tallest tower in the world is built here, in this time, for this primitive people. I mean, these people aren't even building with brick, according to this picture. Crappy little wood houses, little outhouses, and this brick monstrosity, the largest column in the world for this, the Grand Avenue Water Tower. And let me show you a couple more. The Bissell Street Water Tower, also in St. Louis, completed in 1886. So these people, they're just pumping out these brick water towers, and they're all different, they're all just gorgeous. And I think this is another one, the Red Tower. Unbelievable. Really seeming like an obelisk, like a brick obelisk. And what were they, really? I think they may have been repurposed into water towers for a short time. But what were they really? What is an obelisk, for that matter? Here's one more, we'll end with this one. The Compton Hill Water Tower. This one is just mind-blowing. Built in 1897.
Mind-blowing.
179 feet tall. These things are massive. And it was renovated and opened to the public in 1999. It remained...
He just said it.
He did?
Yeah, I'll back it up. Hold on.
This one, the Compton Hill Water Tower. This one is just mind-blowing.
This one.
What?
Did you not hear that? Fucker.
No, go back again. I'm not hearing it.
Short time. But what were they really? What is an obelisk, for that matter? Here's one more. We'll end with this one. The Compton Hill Water Tower. This one is just mind-blowing.
Okay. There you go, John.
Mind-blowing, bro. This one's mind-blowing.
We'll end with this one. The Compton Hill Water Tower. This one is just mind-blowing. Built in 1897.
I backed it up, man. I backed it up.
Oh, you backed it up.
179 feet tall. These things are massive. And it was renovated and opened to the public in 1999. It remained in service until 1929. Very short window for these massive towers. Here we can see a photo of her in 1890, courtesy of the Missouri History Museum. Look at this. Come on.
Thank you, guys. Hanging out, man. Thank you, John Levy. Damn it. All right. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Loge, thank you, brother. Always interesting looking at everything. Yeah.